Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, everybody? Good to see everybody. We are back. It has been a while. It's been a little while. Let me swap out my glasses. I like these glasses. There we go. There we go. We got Melissa. How are we doing? Week 6 NFL action. A lot of games going down to the wire here in week 6. We are rooting for the Colts, but the Cardinals 2nd and 7 into 3rd and 7, but there might be a flag there. What is going on, Melissa? Yes, it's been a while since I've been live. Yeah, it's been a minute. There was a birthday. There was going to the Steelers and the Vikings game in Dublin. The Thursday night game, week 5. Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually watch that game live. I was working in the morning, and I really didn't have much confidence that we were going to win that game, and we did. I mean, the 49ers are 4-1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are also 4-1. This should be a good game. What is going on, Peter? We got Paul here as well. We got Peter and Paul. We just need a few more. We'll get all the apostles going along. But yeah, some crazy games finishing up now. The Dolphins and the Chargers, couple of seconds to go. 5 seconds left in that game. Chargers winning by 2. Tua throws it, intercepted by Derwin James, who is just basically going to run it out. We have Ian in the house as well. How are we doing, guys? When you come on in, do drop a like. Let's get some people in here for the Niners Buccaneers game. We're rocking. We're going old school here. We got the old school Alex Smith jersey. Rocking the Alex Smith. You know, there's something where I love the uniforms that the 49ers, like, I love our current uniforms, and I do like the Nike uniforms. They're quite good, but there was something about the Reebok ones where it felt more like you were wearing like a proper NFL jersey, something like that. That's just my opinion, but I have a brother named Paul. We got Peter, Paul. Let's get all the apostles in here. Let's go. Maybe not for who was the Judas, but Cardinals and Colts going down to the wire. The Cardinals without Kyler Murray putting up a big fight in Indianapolis. I actually get to watch the game today, but I'll be listening to your call. I have diverticulitis, and I can't. Oh, okay. I got you. Good to have you back, F Bones. How we doing, Paul? What? I have a brother named Peter. What? Long lost siblings, perhaps, in here. Looks like the Colts. That game is not over. Colts 31, Cardinals 27. Colts 1st and 10. There's 53 seconds left. Cardinals have all 3 timeouts, so you assume that the Colts are probably going to run it. If they do get a first down, then that game is over. By the way, the 49ers game, it doesn't start for another 22 minutes. So it's going to be 1:25 Pacific time, 4:25 Eastern time. Just a heads up so you guys know. So it looks like, let me see, there's a lot going on in the early slate of games. The big one, though, is also Seattle and Jacksonville. Seems like Seattle have maybe got that one somewhat wrapped up. So Patriots in victory formation over the Saints. Saints are going to be sellers when it comes to the trade deadline, folks. Saints are going to be sellers. Look out for Carl Granderson, the edge player. You have Demario Davis, the linebacker, could be traded. Cam Jordan as well. So a lot of different things. And the Panthers beat the Dallas Cowboys. Carolina beats the Cowboys 30-27 on a last-second field goal. Carolina 3-3, Dallas 2-3-1. Holy smokes, huh? What a huge win for Carolina. And Dallas is just, Dallas's team isn't that bad. It's just like I feel like they could really use like a dominant edge rusher. I don't know where they would have been able to get that or not, but I feel like they could have used a dominant edge rusher. And it's weird that I don't know where they could have gotten one if they already had one on the roster. What happened? But Andy, how are we doing, buddy? And how is Allison as well? Evening, Shifty. Great to see you, mate. Good day to the Shifty crew. Bang, bang, nine. You're wearing the... See, and I'm rocking the... I am rocking the Alex Smith retro. Our game is on Channel 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, it seems like in the UK that they're showing... Like, there's more channels are showing the game, which is always good. I feel like I'm really pale. I mean, I am really pale, but I feel like I'm extra pale today. Seattle have third and good. Yeah, so Seattle's going to win that game. Seattle will beat the Jaguars. It's 20. They're up by 8. Time is winding down, and they're in the red zone. So you feel bad for the people of Philadelphia. Oh no! Don't say that. You don't mean that. Rocking the Roger Craig jersey. Yeah, I like it. We got the Roger Craig signed football right here. The Roger Craig that was gifted by a very generous viewer who gifted this signed Roger Craig football. Big wave. So, yeah, a bunch of the early games are finishing up. The Rams beat the Ravens. Well, I need to get situated here a little bit. So, the Seahawks moved to 4-2. The Cardinals moved to 2-4. So I tried to do like the saloon font for the ticker down here. Week 6 action is underway. The early slate of games are all finishing up right now. Only one of the 3 games kind of went the 49ers way. We were hoping, like, the Baltimore Ravens are just a mess right now. Without Lamar Jackson, I don't know what's going on. I mean, look, losing Lamar Jackson is obviously a huge blow for last week, for this week, and maybe he'll be out maybe one more game. But that Ravens team, what's happened? They also lost Matabuke. He's a really good defensive tackle. But, I mean, I don't really want to hear about injuries when you talk about what we've been through. So the Ravens just fallen apart. They are 1-5. I mean, that's just something that you never see. You never see the Ravens being 1-5. That's crazy. But yeah. It's it's going to be at 25 past the hour. 25 past the hour, so in about 17 minutes. So the Seahawks beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. That game looked like it finished 20-12. Seattle wins over Jacksonville. So Seattle moves to 4-2. So the good news. So Seattle's 4. Well, that's not good news that Seattle's 4-2. Seattle and the Rams are both 4-2. We're currently 4-1. The big thing is having won all 3 of the of our division games. We hold all the tiebreakers in the division. So look, I want us to win. I hope we win. I think we can win this game against Tampa Bay. Even if we don't, we will still be top of the NFC West. The biggest thing when it comes to this game, and I'm sure you're all thinking the same thing, is we have to find some ways to get after the quarterback. Like looking what happened against the Jaguars a couple of weeks ago, which I watched that game in Dublin in a bar with a bunch of Niner fans, which was super awesome. The result wasn't great. We kept it close, but yeah, that game we didn't get any pressure at all on Trevor Lawrence. You look at last week and Stafford just had so much time back there in the pocket, especially in the second half. So we've got to find some ways to generate pressure. It's not going to be easy. It probably mean that we're going to have to blitz quite a bit. But if we can generate some pressure, maybe force a couple of mistakes, that would be huge. Like if we can go into Tampa Bay and win this game, like, wow. I think then the Niners really have to start thinking about aggressively, starting tomorrow, you have to start looking to make trades. I think actually, well, regardless of what the outcome of today's game is, I think you have to be aggressive in the trade market. I expect the Niners to make 2 trades, both for defensive linemen. I think you have to get like an edge player, perhaps Bradley Chubb from the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are now 1-5, so their season is all but over. So maybe they try to look to gain some future draft capital from San Francisco for Bradley Chubb. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson's a guy who's been talked about. I do also think, a defensive tackle. We do need a defensive tackle as well. So that could be someone that we have to look at too. Did I see the Eagles and Giants highlights? I did see some of it. Cam Scatterbo is ridiculous, and he is someone that I think a number of Niner fans really wanted, and it just never really panned out that way in the draft. I mean, I like the players that we picked. So far, Stuart Bell, let's go, my man, let's go. Good to see Stuart Bell in the house. But yeah, I think that you have to be aggressive looking in the trade market. So, Eagles, yeah, so Cam Scatterbo, I think in the draft, right now we're probably thinking, why did we draft Nick Martin? What if we drafted, Cam Scatterbo there? And that's potentially a good point too, so we'll see. Melissa says, I've been sick, so I haven't seen any news. Are we getting any starters back today? So Malik Mustafa is back. He's activated. He is in uniform. He is going to be playing, which is awesome, but I think that he'll be eased back in. I think we'll see him out there on some plays, yes, but I don't think he's not going to be the starter today. I don't believe so. I think you're probably looking at next week. Next week, I think we'll ramp up his snaps a little bit more, and the week after, maybe it's week 8 or 9 when he becomes the starter. Bang bang Niner gang, yes, dude, let's go. Mark Sorensen, it's game day. Let's do this. Let's do this. Brooks, what's up? How we doing, Brooks? Good to see you, my man. Brooks MC. It's about 13 minutes or so from kickoff between the 49ers and the Buccaneers. We're missing a lot of guys. And Tampa Bay, they are also without a bunch of players too. No Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, no Bucky Irving. So, regardless of whatever happens today, if I hear any Buccaneers fans being we're missing some of our weapons, I don't want to hear it. We're missing our Purdy, we're missing Ayuk, we're missing Kittle, we're missing Bosa, the list goes on and on. We're missing Pearsall. Jawan Jennings is back though, and something that I do have to say is that I think, who knows if this will ever happen this year, but if we can get fully healthy at wide receiver, this group might be the best or at least the deepest wide receiver group in the NFL. If you're looking at, let's say, our top 6 wide receivers, maybe it's a month, 2 months from now, but if it's potentially Ayuk, Pearsall, Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, Demarcus Robinson, that's deep, that's legitimate right there. So you are right, Melissa. Look, the defense is going to have to play a heck of a game, and the big question is, can we find a way to generate pressure on Baker Mayfield? They have a good offensive line. We saw what Baker did last weekend in Seattle, beating the Seahawks, which was great. But we have to find ways to really can we get pressure on him? Unfortunately, I think the only way we can legitimately do that is going to be, we're just going to have to blitz guys like Upton Stout. Jason Pinnock is a good blitzer from the safety position. Maybe Mustafa, of course, Warner, D. Winters. And then the guys in the D line are Bryce Huff is going to have to be awesome. It's just so crappy to not have to lose Bosa for the year. I mean, it's not like we haven't already had our fair share of injuries, and then to lose one of the best edge rushers, it's just brutal. So, but look, at the end of the day, we have to roll with what we got, and that's why there's the trade market. So, Andy says, did you say we're still? Yeah, Ricky Pearsall is not playing today. So Pearsall is out. It was against the Jaguars where he kind of landed like he attempted to catch the ball. I don't know if I can't remember if it was a catch or not, but he basically had kind of caught it, fell out of bounds, and his knee just like smacked off the ground, and so he was missing last week against the Rams on Thursday Night Football, and he was missing he's missing today. Hopefully he'll be back for the Falcons game next week, which is Sunday Night Football. So that's going to be a late one. I think that the only game that's on right now is the Raiders and the Titans, which is just, that's not a great game. I don't think I agree with you, Ian. I don't think Pinnock is going to start. It sounds like, and I did see there was the tweet that was kind of put out that it looks like it's going to be Siegel and it's going to be Jair Brown starting. But I do think that Pinnock, something that he excels at is blitzing. So I think that there will be packages where we bring Pinnock in to get after the quarterback. So that's just kind of what I have a feeling that'll happen. So we are less than 10 minutes away from kickoff. Andy Scott Shifty, have we seen Raymond from Texas in the chat this season? I am trying to. I don't think so. Also, the game in Dublin was really, really fun. I have to say that. The game in Dublin was super fun. Steelers and Vikings, the game went down to the wire, had a great day. And I think the setup was quite good, especially for the first time doing this. It's kind of, you can't really compare it to the London games because London's been hosting games for 15 years, maybe even longer than that. So, I think for the first go, I think Ireland and Dublin did a really good job. The Browns-Steelers game is still on. Steelers 23, Browns 9, and there's a minute 27. Browns are driving down the field, but, there's not much time there, so. Looks like the Steelers are going to move to 4-1, which does kind of help the 49ers in a kind of a theoretical way, is that, look, if the Bengals, who are playing the Green Bay Packers, if they lose to the Packers, the Bengals then move to 2-4. Steelers would be 4-1. The Bengals and the Steelers play each other on Thursday Night Football. So then if the Steelers can beat the Bengals, you are looking at, the Bengals season would be potentially over. So that's when, holy shit, Shifty, I'm back. Let's go. But yeah, I think if the Steelers, I'm assuming they're going to hang on to win this game. If the Packers beat the Bengals and then the Steelers beat the Bengals on Thursday Night Football, that's when you could see guys like Trey Hendrickson or whatnot come available in a trade, someone who we could desperately use. It would cost quite a bit in draft capital. I'm thinking at least a third and maybe another third, but something like that. I would much rather go to Dublin than London. I've been to the London game last year, and it was really fun. The game itself, it was the Jaguars and the Bears just dominated the Jaguars. So the game itself was not the most competitive game, but the atmosphere and everything was just amazing. And then the Dublin game also had the really good atmosphere, and especially that excitement. Like, there were so many people around, but also it was a really good game too that went down to the wire. 408. Let's go. We're back. I know it's been a while. There was birthdays, there was, being in Dublin for the game, the Steelers and Vikings game, the Thursday Night Football. Honestly, when I saw how many guys were out, I didn't even stay up to watch it live, which is incredibly rare for me. I did have work in the morning, but I did not stay up to watch it live. So, but I did watch. So what I actually did was, the entire next day at work, I basically had my phone on airplane mode for the entire day, and I avoided all the spoilers. And then I came home after work on not last Friday, but the Friday before, and I was able to watch the entire game, and it was great. What a win! What a crazy game! I heard a report that Jennings will be Jennings should play today for sure, is what it sounds like. I guess a big plus that Dublin had lots and lots of Guinness. That is true. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to be back in one moment. Just going to grab my bottle of water, and then we're going to be rocking and rolling. Game time, kickoff in about 5. Oh, yes, the Brita filtered water, everybody. Well, actually, this is Volvic, so this is good water, though, you know? So, while I was at the game, or while I was in Dublin, actually ran into Stuart, and he came over and was like, "Hey, Shifty, how's it going, man?" And I was just like, "Hey, how we doing?" And then we were just kind of passing, but such a cool feeling, but it was a little bit, I was like, "Oh my God, that's crazy." That ran into someone kind of new from the streams, so that was awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Niner Jamie's here. Let's go. Good to see you, Niner Jamie. Let's do hashtag Shifty49. Get those likes coming in. We got 30 people in here already. Kickoff's in about 3.5, 4 minutes. Niners and the Buccaneers. You're ashamed to be a Cowboys fan, so seeing the 49ers lose is the only thing that makes me smile anymore. Yeah, I mean, whatever makes you happy, crazy guy. I think the Cowboys, the Cowboys are a tricky one because they're in such a weird spot because their offense is playing really well, and that's been without CeeDee Lamb, but then the defense is such a mess, and then, of course, don't need to say that you traded away Micah Parsons, and yeah, it's really, look who decided to look at Tommy. Yeah, I know. It's been a minute. Rocking the old school Alex Smith jersey. Yeah, look, I think that the Nike jerseys fit better than the Reebok ones, but there was always just, I don't know if it's just me, maybe it's a nostalgia thing, but I just feel like the Reebok ones feel more like official jerseys or something. I don't know. Am I crazy, or I'm probably crazy? Yes, well, let's see, exactly. We're going to be hoping, crazy guy. Unfortunately, we're going to be hoping that your evening gets a little bit worse because obviously we're wanting a Niner win. And look, it's going to be Mac Jones leading the way. And Mac Jones, I mean, there's not enough you can say about him. He's been awesome. 3 starts, 3-0. He's played really, really well. He's been super gutsy the entire time, especially that Thursday night football game. And well, Stu, yeah, Shifty, we were like ships passing. We should have got a picture together, man. That would have been awesome. That would have been super cool. Yeah, and there was like a lot of people there, like kind of like on the sidewalk, kind of on. They had like 1 or 2 lanes of traffic that were open just for pedestrians. And we were just like walking. And I kind of was like, look at this Niner guy. Like, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, oh, hey, what's going on? I mean, it completely caught me off guard. It was awesome. But yeah, that would have been cool. Next time, for sure. But yeah, I'm going to see. I need to get Niners Buccaneers coming up momentarily here. It's Tony Romo and Jim Nance on the call. So a whole lot. Oh, what about Mark Sanchez, everybody? What's the deal with Mark Sanchez? Arrested, trying to break in and steal someone's car or something? Jeez. So Niners Buccaneers. This game is really such a huge game for both teams. Look, it's not a division game, but both teams looking to assert dominance in the NFC. Can we, the 49ers, keep winning despite all the injuries? It's going to be a really tough challenge. The Niners are wearing the red jerseys. Tampa Bay is elected to wear their whites. Oh, great. Here come the bots. But, yeah, so it's just one of those things where, look, can the 49ers get another big-time win on the road? Mac Jones is starting for Brock Purdy, who's out. It's just what I know, Melissa. It's crazy. Mac Jones is not fully healthy, by the way. He is wearing, thank you, crazy guy. Appreciate you. He is wearing like a brace thing on his left knee, so we got to try and keep him upright. That's for sure. For the Buccaneers, there is no Mike Evans. There is no Chris Godwin. There is no Bucky Irving. That episode clearly, Ben, yeah, that didn't age well at all. So the Buccaneers will get the ball to start the game. Niners about to kick off. It's Eddie Pinheiro. Remember, as usual, guys, I know that we get super pumped up, and I know that I am behind all of you by the time you see my reactions. But for those who are looking to, those who are kind of relying on this, please try to avoid spoilers. Kickoff is away from Pinheiro, taken at the 5 by Tampa Bay, and gets up to the 36, 37 yard line. So a very solid return for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're at the their own 36 yard line. There is a flag on the play. So it's going to be holding actually against the Buccaneers. So forget about the ball being on the 36. We're going to have to wait and see where they mark the ball. I'm not sure where they marked it based on where the holding occurred, but so Tampa Bay actually backed up a little bit. So that's a good start. I mean, hey, them getting backed up. Wow, so Tampa Bay's at their own maybe 15-yard line? Something like that. They haven't even shown like a wide shot yet. Like what? At their own 16. Baker in the pistol. He fakes the handoff to Rachaad White, throws it. It's going to be caught by Emeka Egbuka, the really good rookie wide receiver. We're going to be hearing about him all day long. Luke Gifford on the coverage. Looked like the Niners were maybe in like a cover 3 or something with that one. 2nd and 3. That was a pickup of 7 for the Buccaneers. They're up to the 23-yard line, their own 23-yard line. Baker's now behind center. The lone back is Rachaad White. Man goes in motion. They hand it off to White, who's got a bit of a lane, gets the first down, gets up to about the 28. Fred Warner there with a couple of others on the tackle. Fred trying to rip the ball out, but to no such avail. Yeah, flag already. So it is 1st down and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at their own 28, I'm going to say. Niners defense at their own, 29 maybe. Baker behind center. Rachaad White is the back. Wide receiver goes in motion. Baker fakes the handoff. Just dumps it off to Rachaad White. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Fred Warner came in and just initially blew the play up. And then you had Upton Stout and D. Winters just finish it off. Winters is coming. Let's go. And Upton Stout defense. What a job by Fred Warner. He just plows right into, just knocks the offensive lineman into the running back. Michael Williams also got a tap on the ball. But what a really good defensive play right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 12, the 2-yard loss on 1st down for Tampa Bay. Baker's in the gun, back to his left. Tez Johnson goes in motion. Snap is away. He is looking to throw. In the pocket, escapes Michael Williams, throws it downfield, almost intercepted. You had Renardo Green on the coverage. Good coverage downfield, and then you had Michael Williams almost got the sack on Baker. He was looking for Tez Johnson, and Renardo Green gets in there and just bats it away. Great job. Also, I think that ball was slightly tipped at the line too by a Niner defender, so Good job by the defense. 3rd and 12. Let's get off the field here. Come on, defense. 3rd and 12. Does Solid dial up a blitz? At their own 26, Baker in the gun. Snap is away. And there's a flag on the play. That should be a false start, I think. Yep, it's going to be a false start, so back him up another 5 yards. So that's going to be 3rd and 17. That was the tight end, Kate Otten. Deflected, yeah. Oh, and Tolpagan. Lewis Betancourt's here. Drew's here. Susan's here. Let's go. We have 41 people, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, you guys are probably all subscribed. 3rd and 17, Baker in the gun. Snap is away. Running back chips Bryce Huff. Throws it downfield. Gonna be caught, I think. Caught by Tez Johnson, but he's short of the first down line. So he's about 1.5 yards, 2 yards shy. So he gets left foot and right foot. That is a good catch, but he's about 1.5 yards shy. I think the Buccaneers probably punt the ball, but that is a good catch. 4th and 1, and Tampa Bay does come out to punt. And the punt is away by San Francisco. Sky Moore back there calls the fair catch at the 16. So San Francisco, we get the ball for the first time today. Let's go, Niners. We lead the league in almost intercepted. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. So the Niners defense gets a stop on the first drive of the game. Come on. Let's go. So the offense is going to go to work here. I haven't seen you guys and really spoken to you since week 2. The offense, the running game has just been fairly non-existent all season long. We just have not been able to consistently run the football with any sort of effectiveness. We don't even have a rushing touchdown, and we're in week 6. So can the 49ers turn that around? I don't know if this is the week that we do. Tampa Bay is really good against the run. Tampa Bay, however, they are also, we know that they're missing 2 starting wide receivers and their starting running back, but they're also down a couple of players in their secondary. Benjamin Morrison, Zion McCollum, both out for this game. So they are having to dig deep into their depth to play this game. Now, the 49ers, look, we're not fully healthy when it comes to our receivers, obviously. But look, we have Jennings, we have Kendrick Bourne, we have Demarcus Robinson. Those are our top 3 guys at wide receiver. Long field, let's go. Absolutely. The most 2 injured teams are playing for who will be in basically pities, yeah. Although with the Lions, are the Lions up there too? Or maybe, I don't know. I feel like the Lions are 4-1 as well. I could be wrong. Return of the Mac. Yeah, solid defense so far. Good to see Michael Williams get a bit of pressure on that drive. Renardo Green almost came up with a interception as well. Seahawks ran for 6 yards a carry. Yeah, I mean, Seattle's playing really good football. You got to give it to them. They have been playing good football lately. And going into Jacksonville, them getting a win there, which I was really hoping that Jacksonville would beat them. Once Lamar Jackson was out, it was like, there's no way that the Ravens are going to beat the Rams. But I was really hoping that the Jaguars would do us a solid and beat Seattle, but didn't happen. But look, we just got to take care of our own business. Offense about to get to work here. We have Mac Jones coming out. Can we establish the run? Let's go. We've had a few extra days off for rest after having played on the Thursday Night Football last week. Mac Jones behind center. McCaffrey and Juszczyk in the backfield. Luke Farrell goes in motion. Pitch it down to Christian McCaffrey. Cuts upfield, gets maybe 3 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 from about the 19-yard line. Pickup of 3. Colts did beat the Cardinals, so the Cardinals moved to 2-4. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 now for San Francisco after the 3-yard pickup by Christian McCaffrey on 1st down. Mac is going to be behind center. McCaffrey, the lone back, Juszczyk is out there on the field. Mac looking to throw, steps up, he's going to run, dives forward, gets about 4 yards. A couple of Tampa Bay Buccaneer defenders end up colliding with each other. Pick up a 4, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 for San Francisco. Mac just doing like a really like dramatic dive forward. But he looked like he was moving okay in the pocket, so that's a good sign. 3rd and 4, they're calling it. Come on, let's go. Come on, offense. Mac is in the gun by himself. McCaffrey split out wide. Snap is away, looking to throw. Free rusher, throws it quick, intercepted, and this could be a pick 6. No, the friggin' Buccaneers defender just keeps falling down. Mac Jones intercepted. And that's not what you want to do. That was a disaster. McCaffrey and Mac Jones were not on the same page at all there. The Buccaneers, they brought a blitz, and there was a guy right in Mac Jones' face. He throws it clearly thinking a receiver is going to break off his route or something, but just not a good. Ugh. Receivers, and that should have been a pick 6, so not good, but if we can actually hold him to 3 here, yeah, that was definitely a Jimmy Garoppolo, like, no. As soon as he threw that, that was just bad news. If we can somehow hold him to 3, 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at the Niners' 12-yard line after the interception. They hand the ball to Rachaad White. He's getting good yards here. He runs and gets a 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. And this is something that happened against the Jacksonville Jaguars, where we have a mistake, interception, or a fumble, and then you compound it with just poor defense. 1st and goal from the 2, and Tampa Bay is just knocking on the door. Yeah, there was just that was just way too easy for the Tampa Bay defense. Just threw it right to him. Baker behind center, 1st and goal from the 2. Snap is away. They hand it off to White, and that's a touchdown, Tampa Bay. Man, I miss when we had a good defensive line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I'm just going to add the extra point. Yeah, just mistakes compounding on one another. You know, you just... Like, I understand the defense are in a bad situation, but they just didn't even try right there. Yeah, Andy, you're totally right. Just way too easy. Miscommunication there, Melissa. You're spot on. Yeah, that Tampa Bay defender is just falling all over the place, but it is up and it is good. So 7-0 Tampa Bay, and just a brutal start for the 49ers offense. I would love to hear, and I'd love to see a breakdown of that play, because that was just awful. Clearly, it was either Kendrick Bourne or McCaffrey. I mean, when it's like 3rd and 4 and like, no one just recognized that there was a guy right in Mac Jones' face, you know. And there is something to be said, though, that like, look, I think that maybe Mac Jones should have taken the sack there. I mean, you never want to, of course, and it's easy for me to say, like, there's not like a 280-pound guy looking to tackle me, but I think maybe he should have just taken the sack there. I mean, that's just such a dangerous play, and it's cost us. So not a good start by any stretch of the imagination for San Francisco. But look, I'd rather, if we have a mistake, I'd rather get that mistake out of the way early, and let's go from here, and let's kind of reset. And yeah, so what the offense needs now, though, is like, we just cannot, and I feel like I'm going to jinx it, so I really don't want to say it, but we just cannot go 3 and out. We just cannot go 3 and out. Like, even if we can go down and score 3 or something, but we just got to keep the ball for a while. Yeah, I mean, look, again, it's easy for me to say from sitting here, but in that situation, I don't know if you throw it. Again, he's got a big dude running right at him, and I'm sure there's a part of him. And look, he is wearing the brace. He has been injured, so he probably really doesn't want to take the hit. But yeah, that's Joe. How we doing? Good to see you, buddy. Sorry about the game earlier in London. Hopefully it was a good experience there, but yeah, crappy that how that game went. Niners game's not starting too great either. But look, here we go. Look, that's a long way to go in this game, and got to get the offense rolling a little bit. Melissa says there are usually about 5 crucial plays per game. Yes. Calm football. Yeah, there's definitely, it looks like, their camera's showing Kendrick Bourne, so I'd be curious to see if maybe on the sidelines, if who Shanahan was talking to. Yeah, that Jets game, huh? Jeepers. But when Shanahan, who he was talking to on the sideline, because I'm sure it was either Mac, Kendrick, or CMC that they're like, what the hell happened there? I think Mac read cover 3, yeah. Kickoff is away. It's taken at the 5-yard line. And then Sky Moore gets up to about the 30. Jets had minus 10 passing yards. Jeez, yeah, not great. I'm seeing here, there was, the offensive line as well. McKivitz just let there was a breakdown all over the place there. There was just a breakdown in communication all over the place on that third down play. Yeah. 1st and 10, San Francisco at the 30. Mack fakes the handoff to McCaffrey, rolls to his left, steps in the pocket, throws deep downfield. Wide open is Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne down to the 30 of Tampa Bay. That's a pickup of 40. Let's go, KB. Let's go. Come on. Kendrick Bourne wide open. What a play call. Come on. Pickup of 40 yards. Kendrick Bourne, who's having a resurgence here in San Francisco. 1st and 10, 49ers. They hand it off to McCaffrey, right side. McCaffrey bounces outside, gets upfield, ends up getting about 5 yards on the play. So that's going to be 2nd and 5 now at the Buccaneers, about the Buccaneers 25. Niners have not had a rushing touchdown this year. That was a huge play. Mac Jones hitting Kendrick Bourne. 2nd and 5. There's less than 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. So we have a long ways to go here, folks. Mac behind center. McCaffrey the lone back. Luke Farrell in motion. Snap is away. Mac looking. Dumps it off to McCaffrey. Can't reel it in. About to take a big shot from, is that Levante David? Watch the spoilers, yeah. Born to be a 9. We need a KB emoji. He's been stepping up. Yeah, I'll have to make a couple of them because, I miss Bosa, but the Bosa one is not going to be good until 2026. Mac looking for McCaffrey, but 3rd and 5 here for the Niners. Jones in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Valdez-Scantling checking to see if it's man-to-man. Looks like it's zone. Only a 3-man rush, but he's getting sacked. Only a 3-man rush, and Mac Jones gets sacked in a couple of seconds. The offensive line, guys, that is brutal. So it's going to be 4th and 15. Piñeiro's going to come out for the field goal. 3-man rush. Brendel and Pooney just get destroyed. What the hell was that? Come on, Piñeiro. 52-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it looks good. It is good. So Piñeiro's good from 52. So it's 7-3. So the Niners do respond pretty quickly. But that offensive line, man, that was awful. Move that. Yeah, Eddie, that was inexcusable. Inexcusable. Jones seems a bit off today. I don't know about that. I just think that the offensive line's been awful. Well, in these few snaps that we've seen, but on that third down, you have Roberts, I think, who comes in, cuts in. Brendel and Pooney are double teaming Roberts, and they just have, but he just cuts right through both of them in like a second and a half. Like that's, when it's a 3-man rush too. A 3-man like that gets through in a second or maybe a second and a half. Like if it's a 3-man rush, the idea, I mean, you should have like 2 of the guys at least are getting double teamed. You're like, that is just inexcusable. Chris Forster and Shanahan, they need to go over and talk to Pooney and to Brendel and be like, what the hell? Okay. Yes, Jacqueline, absolutely. I mean, Pinheiro has been very good so far for us. Let's say that's right. Yeah, let's go for the 7 now. Couldn't agree more. I don't know what Matt could have done really in that situation. I wouldn't want him to throw it up like he did in the last third down. So, but yeah, I do think that there should be opportunities in the passing game. So, but yeah, Brendel and look, I have to say it too, Brendel and Pooney. Like last year, I would have given Pooney a break, being like, look, he's a rookie, blah blah blah. But look, he's in his second year, so. Like those, I mean, when you have Pooney and Brendel, like how are they letting a guy get through in like a split second? Like that just is insane. But look, we're still very comfortably in the first quarter. It's 7-3. I feel like the Niners defense, we haven't really been able to make plays, big splash plays, but I think you feel like we got to get some interceptions, in this game, force some turnovers. Yeah, they're actually showing a graphic here. There's been a lot of Niner quarterbacks who've also played for Tampa Bay over the years. Interesting. So Niners about to kick off to the Buccaneers. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go defense. Got to make a play. Kickoff is away from Pinheiro, and that's a really short kickoff to the 15. And breaks tackles up to the 30. Come on. Gets up to the 36. Should have been taken down at the 30. Unreal. Jeff Garcia, yeah. I'm ready for Nugent. Pinheiro should take some snaps on it. Yeah, Garcia, Steve Young, DeBerg, Steve Spurrier. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to call the Steve DeBerg or Steve Spurrier ones, but I would have gotten Garcia and Steve Young. 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at their own 36. Baker behind center. Niners have 3 down linemen. They do hand it off to White, and there's Niner defensive linemen on the ground all over the place. That's a pickup of 9.5 yards for Tampa Bay. And there was 3 Niner defensive linemen, and 2 of them were on the ground. And there's a player down. I think it's Luke Gifford. Oh, no, it's Fred Warner, I think. Oh, oh, man. No. No. Fred Warner's down, clutching his knee. You have to be kidding me. Fred is down, clutching his knee, and immediately the trainers were over. Unbelievable. Didn't see what happened on the play. So no idea, but he was down and he was basically clutching his knee, and the training staff were immediately out there. Like, what the fuck? This is unbelievable. I mean, how is it Kyle, you idiot? Yeah, all we can do is hope and pray that it's not as bad as we think it is. But I didn't see the play. Like I didn't see what happened to Fred, but he was just on the ground, basically clutching, holding on to just below his knee. So yeah, just when you thought things couldn't. I mean, this is like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this would be insane for just like the worst luck ever. Wouldn't it though? Like, I mean, hopefully Fred is okay. I want to put good vibes out there. Hopefully he just, I don't know. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but being carted off, well, fuck me. His leg is wrapped. So, right, well, yeah, Fred Warner being carted off. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Freaking hell. Yeah, his ankle went a direction that it shouldn't have gone in. And Fred Warner's going to be out for the year. Yeah, his foot went the wrong direction. Unfucking believable. I'm sorry that I'm gonna be. I'm gonna swear. This is just. His foot went in a not good direction. It was his. He must have broken his ankle. His leg is facing this way, but his foot's going that way. Baker throws it incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 9, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to fucking say. This stream is not going to be PG. To lose Bosa and Fred Warner with all the injuries on, like, this is wild. Baker Mayfield gets sacked. Yeah, fucking hell. It was Michael Williams who gets his first NFL sack. Ugh. Fucking unbelievable. Punt is away from Tampa Bay. Sky, why are you taking it at the 1 yard line? Gets up to the 14, but we have the worst injury luck in the NFL. Unreal. All right, I'm gonna rebound and come on, guys. Come on, let's do it for Fred. That's the only mentality that we can have right now. I guess the 49ers need to trade for a linebacker. I don't think we're gonna be. Yeah. I don't think that we're going to be making any big trades. I mean, the guys, look, they still have to play a game. Like, that's why the players are celebrating. You know how I feel about the Shifty. We need a new training squad. I'm serious. Yeah, look, that with Fred Warner, that was such a random thing to occur. Like, no training staff could prevent what just happened there. A guy randomly rolled up on Fred Warner, and you lose Bosa and Warner, along with Purdy's been out, fucking Ayuk has been out, Kittle's been out, Pearsall's been out. Like, it's absolutely fucked. Well, Nick Martin is going to be called up next week, that's for sure. And, I've cursed more today than all of last year. And last year was a bad year for San Francisco. But this is wild. Like, this is unbelievable. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let a rookie enjoy his hit. That's his first NFL sack. But just the luck here. I mean, I'm going to put it behind. Let's try and get positive. At the end of the day, we still playing a game here. We got to try and get the win. Yeah, I'd say it'll be Nick Martin who comes up. I think he'll be elevated to the main squad. Tatum Bethune, it's going to be Tatum Bethune, second-year player out of Florida State. Tatum Bethune and D. Winters. So 1st and 10, San Francisco. We're at our own 16-yard line. How can the team respond? Mac Jones behind center. McCaffrey is the back. They give it to McCaffrey up the middle, who just gets nowhere. Pooney is slapping his own helmet because, yeah. Call up San Quentin jail. They have a football team. Was it Mean Machine? That play call, was that supposed to go that way? I think a lot of we just have to, the offense just has to be really good. Now, Jones looking to throw on 2nd and 10, throws it, caught by McCaffrey. He's going to get maybe 4 yards on the play. Yeah, it gets about 4.5. So it is 3rd and manageable. I'll say 3rd and 6. But it's 3rd and 5 they're calling it. But this is wild, dude. Like, what the F? Bosa and Warner? Like, freaking for real? 3rd and 5, Jones in the gun by himself. Tampa Bay, Todd Bowles, he loves to bring exotic blitzes. Snap is away. Jones throws it, caught by McCaffrey. 1st down, McCaffrey up to the 27-yard line. Nice job. Shifty, think I'll take a flight test and put my name forward for the team. Yeah. Andy, I think with all the injuries, I think you or I could actually do something. I mean, the missing pieces, they're showing it here. Purdy, Pearsall, Kittle, Ayuk, Bosa, Warner. Frick, man. 1st and 10 from the 27, Mac Jones. That's going to be a flag. It's a false start. It's against Kendrick Bourne. How wide receiver should not be false started. Like, there's some times where you could see where an offensive lineman where you're like, you can kind of get it, but like a wide receiver should never be false starting. And you can see Shanahan, yeah, he's not happy. The football gods, yeah, they really do not like us, do they? Mac Jones in the gun. Back to his right is Brian Robinson. It's 1st and 15. Maybe it was another false start on McKivitz. They get it to Brian Robinson, picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd call it 2nd and 11, but I thought McKivitz maybe had a false start there, but oh, God. Really? Like, Warner done? Unreal. 2nd and 11 for the Niners. Mac Jones in the gun. McCaffrey to his left, and that is Tonjes who goes in motion. Mac Jones throws it to McCaffrey. Gets another 4 yards or so. So it's going to be 3rd and 7, and we just can't get anything going downfield. I mean, he's just having to kind of go underneath. And now it's 3rd and 8, they're saying. I think it's probably 3rd and 7, but. So you're going to have Jawan Jennings is going to be out there. Valdez Scantling will be out there. Kendrick Bourne is out there. McCaffrey and Tonjes. 3rd and 8. Snap is away. Jones looking to throw. Under pressure. Steps and gets sacked. And the ball comes out, but the Niners land on it. And then is Jones getting up, hobbling? No, he's okay. But just, this is weird. Like, the Buccaneers' pass defense is among the worst in the NFL. We just have, what is that Tampa Bay defender doing? Pooney's just falling down, getting pushed around. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, Niners going to have to punt the ball away. Back to Tampa Bay. Morstead with the punt. And it's about the 30-yard line. It's a good punt, actually. Goes to the sideline. I mean, Robert Saleh is going to have to call an absolute masterclass here, which he is capable of. But the offense, yeah, seems really out of sync. The Bucs are cutting through us each time. Like, yeah. Need an amazing play calling to win this game. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look, it is disappointing, guys. Not going to lie. But there's still a game to be played. There's still a season to be played. So, next man up, as they say. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to need a master class in play calling and everything in order to win this one. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers at their own 29 after the punt. Baker in the gun. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Gets about 5 yards on the play. There is a flag on the play. Tatum Bethune out there, and he's fired up. So it's good to see. I mean, it is good to see that there's he's pumped up to be out there and play. I have to see what what is going on with the it's against the 49ers. Oh no, it's against the defense. Oh. Yeah, I feel bad for Mac Jones. I mean, the offensive line is just not holding up in any way, shape, or form. So it's a 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at their own 34 after the penalty. It was illegal use of hands to the face. They hand it off to Rachaad White up the middle, who's breaking through tackles, gets about 4 on the play. Good job, actually, by Tatum Bethune. Flag on, yeah, the flag was on us. How many games do the Chiefs have to lose? Hopefully, whatever that amount is, Melissa, hopefully they lose that many games. That would be awesome. 2nd and 7 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, closing out the first quarter here. And they will have to run at least one more play. Baker behind center. They have a single back. Snap is away, fakes the handoff. Baker downfield, dropped by Egbuka. He was open. He was wide open, and it's dropped. Baker threw it behind him. Diameter Lenore in coverage, and Buca just kind of got away from it. It's a tough route to cover. Great route too by Buca, but it was just behind him. He tried to do some all-world one-handed catch, but incomplete. 3rd and 7 for Tampa Bay. The last maybe 13 seconds of the first quarter. 18 seconds, excuse me. 3rd and 7. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop. Come on. Throws it. Incomplete. Looking for Buca again. We had a bit of pressure on Baker. I'm trying to think, was that Travis Gibson? He dropped another drop, though, from Egbuka. Let's see what the... It was actually Tatum Bethune who got the pressure, wearing 48, like Fred Warner his rookie year. So we forced the punt. Dropped again, Andy, yeah. So here comes the punt. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Dixon punts it away. Sky Moore, just leave it! Whoa, he makes he breaks their ankle. Well, I shouldn't be saying that phrase. Good Lord, I'm an idiot. Well, you know the phrase where, like, in basketball where you know, yeah. I'm not saying that phrase anymore for the rest of the year. But, Sky Moore, what the hell is he doing taking punts inside the 5-yard line? Like, it was an okay return, but geez. So there's 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Niners ball, it's around the 18-yard line, our own 18-yard line. I will move the ball over after this play. Jones in the gun. McCaffrey splits out wide. Steps up into the pocket, gets sacked. Ball comes out, and it is recovered by the 49ers, but Luke Farrell recovers it, but it's just... This offense did not come prepared at all. Like, this is the worst ranked, or one of the worst ranked pass defenses in the NFL, and this is what's happening. I don't know if everyone's just shell-shocked because of what happened to Fred, and maybe that's the case, but the offensive line is getting destroyed. And there's clearly nobody getting open either, so... But it's been an ugly, ugly first quarter for San Francisco. We're only down 4 points, but yeah. Mac Jones gets sacked there. The ball came out. Luckily, Luke Farrell jumped on it, but we probably lost about 8-9 yards there. So it's going to be second and very long. You're right, Tommy. The offensive line is just getting destroyed. I have no confidence in them right now. And yikes, yeah. And then, of course, we all know what happened to Fred, so. Yeah, it's not good. Todd Bowles is just destroying Kyle Shanahan right now. Moore is backing up to catch the punt, doesn't have awareness of where he is. You're right, Melissa, not at all. And but he caught one of the punts that he caught it inside the 2-yard line, and he wasn't even really backing up. Like, have zero awareness of where you are. It's just, I mean, when that's kind of your specialty return guy, we haven't been able to protect the QB all season, you know. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been great, but you know, we just can't do anything offensively. I mean, we had that one big play to Kendrick Bourne, which is a nice play, but outside of that, the offensive line is just getting destroyed. Nobody is stepping up. Yeah, it's just CMC Music Factory really nice. That happened last year as well. Worst pass rush, and we became the worst O-line. Yeah. You're right, Stuart. You are correct. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, we're 4-1, and almost thinking about like, geez, in the offseason, we got to upgrade the offensive line. Tough. This is tough. So it's the start of the second quarter, folks. The Niners, we do have the ball. It's going to be second and a mile. Probably second and what? Snap is away. Mac Jones throws it downfield. Caught Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne going. Kendrick Bourne. There we go. KB, a huge play. And there's a flag. Maybe it was a face mask or something. Huge play, Kendrick Bourne. Let's go. Come on. Come on. It's us against the world. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. A huge play to Kendrick Bourne. Actually, good protection there. Kendrick Bourne making guys miss. It's a huge gain up to the Tampa Bay, down to the Tampa Bay 32. Mac Jones behind center, I formation. Snap is away, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey breaking through and gets about 8 yards on the play. Come on, let's go. Good to see you, Diana. Let's go. Come on. KB needs an... He does. I think he does. Huge play, Kendrick Bourne, who I think is still, catching his breath. 2nd and 2 right now. Mac Jones hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets thrown down to the ground. It's going to be 3rd and inches for San Francisco. Come on, let's go. 3rd and inches for the 49ers. Gotta pick up the first down here. Jawan Jennings coming on. Kendrick Bourne coming on. Marcus Valdez-Scantling, Luke Farrell, and McCaffrey are out there as well. Play clock's at 10. Mac Jones behind center. He's going to quarterback sneak, and he easily gets it. He gets it by he gets about 2+ yards on that. So 1st and 10 San Francisco, moving the football now. Mac Jones with a huge play. Good evening, Miss Pittsburgh. How are we doing out there? 1st and 10, 49ers. Mac Jones in the gun, McCaffrey to his left. Juszczyk goes in motion. He's looking to throw. It's only a 3-man rush. Throws it over the middle. Going to be caught. And that's going to be Juszczyk, who gets 9 on the play. We're at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 13-yard line. I'm dancing here. That's all I'm going to say. So they actually handle that really well, the 3-man rush, to get it to Juszczyk, and he falls forward, gets 9 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 at the Tampa Bay 13. And they give it to McCaffrey, falls forward inside the 10, gets to about the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal, San Francisco. Come on, let's go. It's us against the world. It's us against everything. There's everything going against us. Come on. Mac Jones is going to be in the gun by himself. Empty backfield. McCaffrey down low with Jennings and Juszczyk. Snap is away. Jones throws it quickly to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got blockers and gets down to about the 4. I thought he maybe had a chance to break a couple of more tackles and get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. McCaffrey now goes to the sideline. Maybe Brian Robinson probably coming in. Come on, let's go. 2nd and goal from the 4. Jones in the gun, Robinson to his right. 2 receivers up top. Snap is away. Jones is looking to throw. Jones rolling to his left. Jones going to run. Throws it. No, he's going to get sacked. Throws it away. What a crazy play. And he did catch it. He caught it. So Jones was in the pocket. He starts rolling to his left. looking like he might scramble. Then he kind of pulls up as if he's going to throw. Then it looks like he's about to get sacked, but gets the throw off to Brian Robinson before he falls, and it's 3rd and goal from the 2. What a wild play. Good job, Brian Robinson. 3rd and goal from the 2, and I think you're probably in 4-down territory. Mac Jones behind center from the 2. McCaffrey's back in. He's the lone back. Jennings in motion. They give it to McCaffrey, who's going to be stopped short. There is a flag on the play. So it's either going to be 4th and goal from the 1, or else I think the flag might be against San Francisco. There is a flag. Judging by how quickly the flag came out, I think it's going to be against the Niners. No, it's offside against the defense. So it's still 3rd down. So what the situation, it was offside. Oh, yeah, geez, they're way offside. You had 2 guys offside. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Mac Jones behind center. I formation is Juszczyk and McCaffrey. Snap is away. They give it to McCaffrey. Touchdown! San Francisco! The first rushing touchdown of the season. And he's CMC. He's dynamite. He's CMC. And he wins that fight. He's CMC. Come on! We will not go quietly into the night. Do it for Fred. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Eddie Pinheiro with the point after attempt. It's up and it is good. Niners take the lead 10-7 because he's CMC. He's dynamite. He's CMC, and he wins that fight. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. And I think you're the only person who's ever said that you like my singing. Wait, you can run for a touchdown? I know, right? It's crazy. CMC, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. It's us. That's going to be my mantra, guys, for the rest of the year. Do it for Fred. Do it for Fred, and it's us against the world. Let's freaking go. Everything's going against us. Come on. And we got Ann with the $10 super chat. Let's go. Thank you, Ann, so much. Everybody drop a huge shout out to Ann in the chat. T-Bay is underestimating the Niners. Possibly. Geez, let Shifty call the game. Some of y'all are way ahead of him. Yeah, I know that we get super pumped up and what have you, but yeah, if we can't avoid spoilers, sometimes people are watching the stream to actually, they don't want to see the chat come through with what happens and then hear me say it. So please, no spoilers. Thank you kindly. Hopefully that's the spark we need. Hopefully, look, the defense, Michael Williams gets a first sack. Tatum Bethune, thank you again, and really appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm never going to be going out asking anyone for super chats or money with this, but trust me when I say that when something like that comes through, it greatly appreciated. It's not expected, but when it does happen, it's awesome. So thank you very much. I mean that sincerely. So that's awesome. But Niners take the lead. It's 10-7. This team, adversity is the key word. Can we keep overcoming all of this adversity? Come on, let's go. Do it for Fred. Come on. Let's go. Nice drive, and Kendrick Bourne just having another really good game so far. He had the pre-snap penalty, which sucked, but Outside, I mean, 2 big catches. Pinheiro kicks it away. It's taken at the 6-yard line. And he gets, wow! He gets taken down. The player gets up to about the 32. That player just went flying. It was Saran Neal who came in, kind of took out his, and he just went flying. He flew about 4 or 5 yards. Jeez, that looked painful. But it is going to be 1st and 10 Tampa Bay after the kickoff. And they will have the ball around their own 32-yard line. 32. Baker's behind center. Lone back is Rachaad White. They hand it off up the middle to White, who gets tackled, gets about 2 yards, but Upton Stout meets him, along with Bethune is right there. So hopefully the second-year man out of Florida State, Bethune, there's going to be a lot put on his shoulders. I think he has the green dot on the helmet too. So he'll be calling the plays for the defense. Robert Saleh will be calling them in to Bethune, if I'm not mistaken. 2nd and 8, Tampa Bay at their own 34. Baker's in the gun, back to his left. 2 receivers up top, 2 down low. Snap is away. That's Egbuka over the middle. That's a big gain for Emeka Egbuka. Cross midfield. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Baker had time back there. Looks like, Renardo Green was kind of in the coverage. Not really much pressure there on Baker Mayfield. So, look, he had time back there. Egbuka's the guy that you got to watch. Malik Mustafa is out there playing snaps, so good to have him back. It's Mustafa and it's Jair Brown out there. In the pistol, they fake the handoff, and that's a great play call. They fake the handoff to Rachaad White. Cade Otton gets a huge gain, gets upended by Diamador Lenore, but Tampa Bay is down to the 49ers' 25-yard line. Shifty, I tried watching another streamer while you were off, and I was asking for... no. I don't like doing that. Cade Otton gets a huge gain. Diamador Lenore upends him. It was a nice tackle, but tried to lodge the ball free too, but to no avail. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers at the Niners' 26. Tampa Bay is moving the ball. This offense can do that. Snap is away. Baker in the pocket. Dumps it off to Otton again. And that's good job there by D. Winters. It's a pickup of about 4 maybe, but still a good job. So 2nd and 6. If we can hold them to 3 here, maybe force a turnover would be really nice. Come on. Come on, defense. We're due a turnover. We're due an interception. Baker behind center. Lone back is Rachaad White. They do hand it to White up the middle. Gets good yards, and he just keeps falling forward. He's going to be just shy of a 1st down inside the 20. It's going to be 3rd and inches for Tampa Bay, based on where the official was kind of coming in from the sideline. 7 minutes to go in the half. Always avoid Chase. Reports are that he isn't a Niner. He's fake. Yeah, it is 3rd and inches. Come on, defense. Big stop right here. 3rd and inches. Baker behind center. Tight end in motion. They hand it off, and he gets the 1st down. Ugh. 1st down, Tampa Bay. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Niners' 13-yard line. Niners' red zone defense is going to get tested here big time. Come on, defense. Come on, guys. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. In the red zone. Can we force a mistake from Tampa Bay? We are due an interception. Baker's in the gun, back to his right. Man goes in motion for Tampa Bay. Snap is away. He is looking to throw. Dumps it off to Rachaad White. He's got blockers in front of him, but a good tackle right there. Alfred Collins helps with the tackle. Diamador Lenore is looking for a flag. Sorry, that was Jordan Elliott on the tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line. So things start to get real close, real tight when you're this close to the end zone. So the defense can make a couple of big plays here. John Lynch sitting there probably thinking about all the linebackers he could possibly trade for. Surprised he's not there making phone calls right now. 2nd and 6, Baker behind center. Tight end in motion. They hand it off to the back who bounces outside, and that's going to be a touchdown, Tampa Bay. Niners were looking for a flag there for a holding, but it's going to be a touchdown. Sean Tucker. And there was just no edge contain at all. No edge contain at all for San Francisco on that one. I want to see if there was any kind of legitimacy to this. In fairness, Michael, that was Michael. Michael, I think, should have set the edge quite a bit better. He could have, but didn't. Walked it in. Here comes the extra point attempt. Kick is up and it's good. So Tampa Bay retake the lead. 14-10 now. And the defense just... we're going to start getting exposed a little bit here without our star players, you know. It is going to happen. You can't not have Bosa and Warner and expect to be playing top, playing a great defense. Trying to adjust that. So there's 5 minutes to go in the half. The Niners we do get the ball to start the second half. So ideally, look, if we can go down and score some points, take it to halftime, clearly we have to reassess, especially from a defensive standpoint, and then go from there, get the ball to start the second half. A long drive that ends in points would be great. Getting suckered for the little screen pass. Yes, Stu, you're totally right. You feel like that's something where Fred Warner would just be so good, and he is so good at identifying, those kind of plays. So, yeah, the offense is going to have to pick up the slack, That's just the reality of the situation, and it's not like the offense is healthy, but it's what's going to have to happen. This could be a long game for us, says 110 volts. Yeah, look, could be, but we still got to play our game, Obviously, it's crappy when you lose a star player to injury, and but you just have to. The sport keeps going on. Games keep going on. You have to just move on, and it's getting in on the tackle, not your job there. Yeah, I feel like Michael Williams, his job there was to hold the edge, and he did not do that. He wasn't even looking to do that. Like when it comes down, especially in the red zone, like you don't want to let them be able to bounce out like that. So, well, it's a chance for the rest to come in and show what they're made of. Yeah, this is what we play for, This gives us a chance to get a real good look at Tatum Bethune, and, of course, D. Winters is going to have to step up now. And it's just, as crappy as it is and as unlucky as we are compared to every other team in the NFL, we are the most unlucky team with injuries. I don't want to hear it from any other team. We just got to keep going. All right. Here comes the kickoff. And it's going to be taken at the 9-yard line by Sky Moore. Sky Moore gets up to about the 37-yard line. So a decent return there from Sky Moore. There's 5:03 left in the first half. way too much injury set. Superman, you're spot on. I mean, it's probably too much to overcome, but yeah, it is what it is. Fred Warner ruled out. I mean, that's not a surprise. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, 1st and 10 from our own 37. Mack behind center. McCaffrey the lone back. Farrell goes in motion. McCaffrey with a nice run. Gets about 7 yards up the middle. Good job. Good blocking. Come on. You had Luke Farrell out there blocking. You had Kyle Juszczyk out there as well. 5-minute drive. That would be sick. That would be sick. If we can just, I mean, both teams, all 3 timeouts, not really what you want to be thinking about. I mean, look, ideally, it'd be great if you could use all 5 minutes, score a touchdown, bam. But, there's still enough time and timeouts and 2-minute warning that you just can't really necessarily be thinking that way. 4:20 to go. They pitch it left side to McCaffrey, who loses about 3 yards. Tampa Bay looked like they were all over that. 3rd and 6 coming up. I think, Juszczyk. I don't know. I think there was someone else there. Oh, Kendrick Bourne kind of blew the... looked like it was Kendrick Bourne who maybe blew the block on that one. Third and 6. Mack in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. Tampa Bay showing a blitz, but will they back out of it? They only rush 4. Throws it downfield. Caught! Kendrick Bourne! That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 1st down, San Francisco. What a great throw. Tampa Bay were playing everything right at the 1st down marker. And Valdes-Scantling just goes farther down in a good throw. Good play by Mac Jones. Gets it over Levante David. And Valdes-Scantling holds on. Good play. 1st down, San Francisco. At the Buccaneers 40-yard line, there's 3 minutes to go. Snap is away. McCaffrey with the blitz pickup. Mac Jones going way deep, and it's not even close to anyone. I don't think Kendrick Bourne and Mac Jones were on the same page there, unless that was basically like a glorified just throw it away. 2:53 to go in the first half. 2nd and 10 at the Tampa Bay 40. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Mac Jones is going to be behind center. McCaffrey the lone back. They do hand it to McCaffrey right side. Cuts back into the middle. He gets about maybe 3 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the Tampa Bay 37. Come on, let's go. Come on, we need good protection here. Sky Moore is out there for this play. Oh, God. 3rd and 6. Got to pick up the 1st down. Offensive line, you guys got to step up on this one. Snap is away. Jones looking. Throws it downfield. And that's going to be caught. They're saying no. Dropped by MVS. Damn. It looked like initially he caught it. 4th and 6. And what do you do here? Let's see this. He caught it. And then he lost possession when he went to the ground. Initially a good catch, but then MVS took a hit and then just couldn't hold on. Niners lining up for a field goal attempt here. This is a 54-yarder. Pinheiro! It's good from 54. There we go. So it's going to be 14-13. Pinheiro good from 54 yards. I thought for a second that it was going to be going wide left. Now, the big thing here is the Niners defense has got to step up. Because we're right at the... Are we at the... they were just beyond the 2-minute warning, so there's 2:05 to go in the first half. Eddie Dinero Dinero. Now, if the defense can come on, if the defense can get a stop, or if the defense can get a turnover or something. But it's 14-13, 2:05 to go in the first half. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Yeah. This team is all about who's got the playoff-ready defense. Well, I don't know. That's us. Hopefully. I mean, Robert Saleh has got to call a heck of a game. Pinheiro with the kickoff, and it's going to be taken, and he came out of the end zone. Get him down, guys. Oh, come on. So he gets taken down at the 27. It looked like the returner, he initially caught it in the end zone, but he kind of moved forward, so then he couldn't kneel down. He was about to kneel down, then he's like, nope, I've already gone beyond the end zone, so then he had to come back out. That's the 2-minute warning, so that's actually that's a positive right there, that they don't get the 2-minute warning plus their 3 timeouts. But, I mean, this offense can move the ball quickly. The loss of All-Pro Fred Warner is yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. It is. Our defense has been ruled out for the rest of the game, says Mark. Yeah, our defense has been ruled out. Eddie Money. Is that a singer? The loss of, yeah, it's crushing, man. Playoffs in January. Yeah. I mean, look. As much as I'm curious to see how what the Niners are going to do in order to replace some of the guys that we've lost through the trade, but then, we got a game here to play. But the Niners are officially the most unlucky team with injuries, and if any other team even tries to come at me with, they're dead wrong. Yeah, I've got 2 tickets to paradise. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you? Oh, yeah, take me home tonight. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Shifty going to nip off for a few minutes. Going to say, oh, yeah, platform. Yeah, I like that guy, Lawrence. Yeah, he's a good dude. We'll see you in a little bit, Andy. Always good to have you here. We'll see you a little bit later. We are holding up good after initial turnover mistake. Jacqueline, you're correct. The offense has seemingly, I want to tentatively say this, but the offense kind of started getting something going. So, yeah, Lynch needs to make even more phone calls. Yeah, that's kind of a conversation don't really want to necessarily delve into it right now when there's a game on, but that is going to be a big thing, is how do the 49ers approach the trade market. But first things first, we got to take care of business here. There's a minute 58 to go in the half. Tampa Bay has all 3 timeouts. They're at their own 27. The Niners defense force a turnover. I would love to put on the turnover chain. Baker behind center. Snap is away. They hand it off up the middle, and he's got a big lane right there. Does Rachaad White, gets 9 yards, and the Niners defensive line just getting, I don't even know what was going on there. Me Too got to go for a second. A high from Buffalo, by the way, off to Cincinnati for the next 2 weeks. There you go, Ann. That's awesome. Cap space, we have it. Cap space isn't the big issue right now. 2nd and 1. Baker in the gun. Snap is away. Rachaad White is just wide open. Why are we playing such soft? What the hell are we doing here? They're into 49ers territory. Upton Stout kind of push. And I don't know why Jair Brown is trying to lay a hit on Rachaad White. He's out of bounds. Like, that could potentially be a flag. First down and 10, Tampa Bay. There's a minute 17 to go in the first half. They're at the Niners 45. Told you this offense can move quickly. Baker throws it again. Super soft coverage. First down, Tampa Bay inside the Niners 35. I mean, I don't even know what we're doing here, guys. I don't know what we are doing. This was giving them so much room to work underneath. Time to tighten up here. Baker throws it downfield. Incomplete. Bit of a hesitation there. Shifty, you're in Ireland. Go kiss the Blarney Stone. Maybe you're right, man. Maybe you're right. The defense was just playing so soft, like giving so much room. Second and 10 for Tampa Bay at the Niners 34. Baker in the gun, trips receivers down low. Niners showing pressure. They bring it. Baker, and he's wide open. That's a touchdown, Tampa Bay. Yikes. Platform, what's going on, Lawrence? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, though. There's a flag on the play. It's against San Francisco. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Upton Stout, I believe. I mean, the guy goes in motion, and there's just nobody that goes with him. That was D. Winters. D. Winters just, I mean, is that a roughing the passer? Tampa Bay is going for 2 because of the flag, the roughing the passer. They're going to get it at the 1 yard line. And he is stopped short. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So it's 20-13. There's 44 seconds left in the half. We do have 3 timeouts as well. So it is a touchdown game. Remember that we do get the ball to start the second half as well. But it was D. Winters. There was clearly a mix-up in communication there with either D. Winters or else the cornerback. Someone needed to go with the receiver who came in motion. Like, you had like 3 defenders on 2 receivers, and the other guy just wide open. So not great. But look, there, get 44 seconds to go. We have 3 timeouts. It's like if we can even get a field goal here, roughing legit or not, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think that was roughing. I mean, Baker had just got the ball off, and he got hit. So yeah, I hear what you're saying, Tommy. But like, man, we've lost our 2 best players on defense, and like it's not just 2 best players, but 2 guys who are all pro players on defense. I don't think that was roughing, but it kind of worked out because then they went for 2 and they didn't get it. So I mean, Saleh is a very good defensive coordinator, but I mean, if you look at our defense, like who are like the top players now? You got Diamador Lenore and, you know, like there's some players, of course, that we kind of like here, but I mean, when you take away Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, like it's tough. It's really tough. Susan is a toilet. A tolier or a tolier. A tolier. Is that French? Man. Yeah, the defense is just I mean, I will say, look, that I hated the way the defense played that drive. So they're backed up so far. Now, look, again, and I've said it a few times already, there's 44 seconds, there's 3 timeouts. You know, let's see what happens here. But if we can get some points, even if we can kick a field goal before halftime, down 4 with the ball to start the second half, could be worse. Take it at the 1-yard line. Sky Moore. Jeez, gets up to the 29, and there's 39 seconds. So about the 30-yard line. Got to get about 35-ish yards with 3 timeouts. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, it's hard to blame Saleh, man. I mean, I'm happy, to call people out, but we're missing so many good players. 1st and 10. Mac Jones throws it downfield. Dropped by Demarcus Robinson. He was wide open and he would have got out of bounds. It would have been a huge gain. Ugh. How do you drop that? We would have been at midfield. Come on, man. It's the kind of thing you can't do when you're on the road against a good team. 2nd and 10. Mac Jones throws it downfield. That's caught by Demarcus Robinson. Way to make up for it, Demarcus. Timeout. Huge gain, Demarcus Robinson. Way to shut me up. Way to shut me up. Let's go, Demarcus Robinson. The very next play, he makes up for it. Catch, breaks tackles, gets inside the Tampa Bay 40-yard line. And we use our first timeout. So we still have 2 timeouts. And there's 24 seconds to go. Come on, let's go. You could run the ball here. Kyle Shanahan's yelling at somebody. Tonjes in motion. Mac Jones looking to throw. Dumps it off here to McCaffrey. McCaffrey just can't break away from the tackle. You call timeout here. Pickup of 3. I think people are gonna hate on the I think people are going to hate on that play call, but I actually don't mind the screen pass. Thank you very much, Tommy. Appreciate you. I know that we've had issues in the past with the mic, that is. 2nd and 7, there's 18 seconds. The Niners, we do have 1 timeout left. Jones in the gun. Tampa rushing forward, throws it. Caught by Demarcus Robinson inside the 25. I think you called timeout here. You have to call timeout. And that should be a flag too. Come on. You called timeout. There's 11 seconds left. Maybe they put a couple more seconds on the clock. So it's a first down to Demarcus Robinson. I mean, I don't know what kind of, Tampa Bay is going to be playing probably really far off. So I don't know if you want to risk trying to get a play to the end zone here. because you have no more timeouts left. Jones is in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Throwing it downfield for Demarcus Robinson. Incomplete. That was a good play call. That's what I think you do. Pinheiro's going to come out to kick the field goal. There's 6 seconds left in the half. Eddie Pinheiro, come on. Come on, points before the half. Kick is up and good. Pinheiro Dinero. Yeah, it's me, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Very kind of you. 4-1. Haven't seen games. Young guys stepping up. I think Mac Jones has been incredible this season. He's been playing well, and it seems like each game that different guys step up. So, what's with the no? Oh, is Pinheiro hurt? Or is he okay? Good Lord. But to Matt, I think he gave like a thumbs up when he was walking off the field. But yeah, to answer your question, Matt, look, I think in each game there's been different guys. Like you've had Ricky Pearsall step up and have big games. You had KB on Thursday Night Football against the Rams. Mac Jones has been really, really good for San Francisco. Been awesome for the 49ers so far. Yeah, Pinheiro's kind of shaking it out. Looks like Pinheiro is taking the kickoff, though. But yeah, and the defense has been steady, I would say. The defense, it ranks right around the middle of the NFL in most categories. Tampa Bay take it out of the back of the end zone. Just get him down, guys. That's good. Halftime, everybody. Halftime. So I am going to just update this. But yeah, that's the big thing. It just seems like each week there's someone else who's stepping up for San Francisco. 53rd quarter. And yeah, Eddie Pinheiro, great to have a kicker who's reliable. I mean, obviously the big news is going to be Fred Warner and what's happened to Fred Warner. Yeah, Matt, I mean, if you're just tuning in, Fred Warner, he broke his ankle or he dislocated it or something. So I think Fred Warner, unfortunately, will probably be out for the rest of the year. I'm not a doctor, but based on what we've seen, I would say that's the case. He was carted off the field. We just have to move on. I think, with the 49ers, we have to find ways to make timely plays on defense. A little bit like the Buccaneers are ranked really low when it comes to pass defense. So I think this is going to be a game where there's going to be points scored in the second half. I think there could be a lot of points scored. Can our defense get an interception? We have to find ways to get some pressure on Baker. So stood on him on purpose. Should have been a flag, says Ian. I actually didn't see it. I think I was updating the scoreboard, but when that happened. But yeah, look, I'm devastated, guys. I'm devastated about Fred Warner. I just don't know. It sucks. It sucks that Yeah, I think a lineman stepped on the kicker's foot. Holy shit on a stick. This has also been the stream probably with the most swear words that I've used in a long time. It's just ridiculous. I think I just have to rant a little bit about it. Like, whether it's the, health, whether it's like the medical or whatever staff or the strength and conditioning, there's something weird going on here in San Francisco. with all of these goddamn injuries. We have lost our quarterback. We've been like Juwan Jennings has barely played today, by the way. He is coming back from an injury, but I just don't think he's really fully healthy. I think that Jennings will be out there maybe in certain key situations, but we're missing Kittle, we're missing Ayuk, we're missing Pearsall, Jennings has been out. Bosa, Warner, like it's just ridiculous. And I would never wish for any player to get hurt. But if we're talking on the defensive side of the ball, like Fred and Bosa would be by far the last two guys who I would want to, if I had to choose two players to get hurt. And I wouldn't want to ever have to choose anyone, but if I did, gun to my head, if you did say we had to choose two players who are going to be out for the year, those are my last two picks. And it's just fucking crazy. So that we lose both of those guys for the year. Like, losing one with Bosa, devastating enough, but now you lose Fred too. Like, I just don't really have words for it, unfortunately. And so I think that the key thing, moving forward, well, obviously we have to, finish out this game. Look, if we can get a win, that would be huge. And it's going to be an uphill battle. We're only down 4. We do get the ball to start the second half, but it is going to be an uphill battle. But I think that the big question, which will be for John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, will be, let's just say, whatever happens in this game, whether we're 4-2 or 5-1, that knowing that Fred is out for the year, knowing that Bosa is out for the year, do you potentially say we're going to kind of pass on this season and be like, look, Ayuk, we're going to basically keep you out for this season and we'll let you get a full, come back healthy in 2026. Believe me, I despise having to say that in week 6 of the season, especially when we have a 4-1 record. But that might be the thought process going on. Is that, are they like, without Bosa and without Fred, is there any point in trading, giving up a bunch of draft capital just to kind of maybe replace, them to a degree? Like, is it worth giving up draft capital? Like, could we win? Could we really win without those two guys? I don't know. So that's something to, I'm not giving up on the season per se. The offense has been playing quite well this season. Who gets the ball, Andres? It is the 49ers. We get the ball to start the third quarter. How many seasons can the 49ers pass on because of injury? I get that. Look, and obviously there are veteran players on this team who are like on 1-year deals who are like, they don't want to be like, well, hang on a second. Like, if we can get some guys to come in and help us, then we should, but I don't know. It's just, I think that's the big question that tomorrow, like whatever happens in this game, and it'd be great if we could, come out of this game with a win. But that's the question that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have to ask themselves is, Bourne almost has 100 yards. He has like 2 or 3 catches. Bourne's been good. Demarcus Robinson, awful drop, and then had a couple of nice catches. But I don't know if you, when it was just Bosa who was out, I still think that you could come down to, you could talk yourself into, look, we have Fred Warner, the leader of the defense. We have Lenore. If we can bring in a guy like a Trey Hendrickson or someone like that who can get after the quarterback, we still have a shot, especially with everyone coming back on offense. Hopefully over the next couple of next month or so. But now without Fred and Nick. I don't know if we do that. Shifty back from platform. Lawrence was really stoked and say a huge hello. Yeah, I like him, man. He is he's not afraid to speak his mind, and that's something that I really respect. So platform 246. Andy, feel free to drop the if you want to drop the link for his stream in the chat, and if any of you guys want to check him out and throw him a subscription or a like on his stream, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. And I respect anyone who's willing to say what's on their mind. So, and I'm sure he's probably just as pissed off, if not more, than me about the injuries to the team so far. But Ian says when it comes down to it is whether they believe they have a Super Bowl team. I don't. We have a playoff team. I tend to agree with you, Ian. My prediction, my guess, is that I think that the Niners will make a couple of trades, but it's not going to be anyone near it's not going to be for Trey Hendrickson, Bradley Chubb, Jeffrey Simmons. It's just, I think it's going to be, let's say we give them a 5th round pick for the player and or something like that, yeah. Yeah, so Tommy just put in the link. There's Platform 246, another 49ers content creator. Yeah, I like him. I like watching him. He's super entertaining, and he knows his stuff. He knows football. So head on over there. Say you came from Shifty, and then drop a like, subscribe to his channel as well. Always good to spread the love. But we're at halftime here. It's 20-16, so this game is still all to play for. We get the ball to start the second half. So this is going to be a game where the way to win this game is going to be the offense has to keep scoring points, and the defense has to find ways to make a couple of splash plays. Ideally, what we can do is if we can somehow get that run game going, kind of play that ball control offense, and then if we can, you chew up a bunch of clock, get a score, and then if we can have a big play, whether it's forcing a fumble, an interception, or something like that, that would be huge. That would be huge, yeah. Yeah, so drop a like to I'm gonna pull up the I am subscribed to him, so I just want, oh yeah, there we go. I'm just going to send a platform message here. All right. Yeah, so the second half is going to start shortly. 49ers get the ball. Yeah, if we can get the run game going, try to establish some consistency running the football, limit the amount of opportunities that Tampa Bay have. And if we can score points, controlling the clock. Yeah, and then look, Saleh has to, come up with something big time here. You have Robert Saleh and Gus Bradley, these guys, meeting of the minds. They're going to have to come up with something big here to help slow down Tampa Bay. And you might have to, I don't know if you have to make things just easier, but simplify things perhaps a little bit. You can't be too simple, but to make it easy for Bethune, to make it easy for D. Winters. When it's Fred Warner, like Fred Warner is able to get everyone where they need to be. Everyone knows exactly what they need to do. A little bit different when you're relying on a guy like a Tatum Bethune or D. Winters. Like those guys just don't have the experience compared to a guy like Fred Warner. Yeah, Dodgers fan. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk as a Giants fan. I mean, it hasn't been great for the Giants in about 10 years. So, all right. The 49ers, we have been resilient. We have been gutsy all season long. We've been able to find wins in some of the most, just under the most difficult circumstances. And we're getting tested yet again today. Can we make some plays on defense, offense score some more points, control the clock? Curious to see, maybe we just kind of do what we have been doing and just use that short, quick pass game as essentially just as an extension of the run game. We're here at the start of the third quarter. It's 20-16. Players going out onto the field. Kickoff's going to be coming up momentarily. Christian, what's going on, my man? Mike Rotunda. Yeah, these injuries, man, it's messed up. I don't know what to tell you. We're still in this game, but it's tough. It's tough. Christian in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Start of the third quarter. Niners about to receive the ball. Curious to see how much Jawan Jennings plays. Kickoff is away, and it's taken at about the 3-yard line. Oof. And we get up to about the 23, 24. We've been living like this all season long, and the players have been fighting. There is no quit in it. Yep. There is no quit in this team. So just got to keep that mentality. Defense needs to make adjustments, and let's see if the offense can. Let's see what the offense can do here at the start of the second half. Starting 1st and 10 at our own 23, 24-yard line. Mack behind center. McCaffrey is the back. McCaffrey's now going to motion out. That's a false start, so wonderful start to the second half. On Jawan Jennings. It's the second false start by a wide receiver today. Ugh. Can't have that. Jawan Jennings' head is not in the game. I saw Shanahan was talking to him earlier, and it didn't seem like a pleasant conversation. Not good. 1st and 15. Fakes the handoff over the middle to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets a pretty good gain on 1st down. Going to get about maybe 8 yards there. Just right over the middle, easy dump off to McCaffrey. Got 9 yards there. So it's 2nd and 6 there. I think that's 2nd and 8 maybe, but a nice play on 1st and 15. Just get yourself into manageable situations. Mack in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Tonjes in motion. Tonjes now motions back up again. They're going to fake the handoff to McCaffrey. That's going to be caught, Kendrick Bourne. And he's taking defenders with him up to the 47. Let's go. KB, let's go. Come on. David V, let's go, buddy. Let's freaking go Niners. On JJ. Let's go, Dadvastators in the house. Christian, they're playing pretty well, but I don't know if you know Christian, but yeah. Fred Warner, done for the year. 1st and 10 from our own 47. Mack behind center. I formation is used checking McCaffrey. Snap is away, hands it to McCaffrey, and he just runs into a bunch of Tampa Bay defenders. We just cannot get any consistency in this run game. It just... Look, I'm not saying even when the run game is at its best that of course, you will always have runs that get stopped for no gain or go for 1 yard, but that's just happening way, way too frequently. So it's 2nd and 10 now for San Francisco at our 47. Brian Robinson in the game, in the gun with Mac Jones. Tonjes in motion. Mac steps up into the pocket, dumps it off here to Tonjes. Tonjes leaps forward, almost breaks the tackle, gets 8 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and short at the Tampa Bay 45. I think you're in 4-down territory, but let's just get Christian. Yes. Yeah. So Bosa, obviously we know Bosa's out for the year. And Warner, yes. Warner had the injury, if we remember back in 2022, the injury that Trey Lance had, where his ankle was kind of going the wrong way. So a quarterback sneak and Mac Jones on 3rd and 2. We get 3 yards on the quarterback sneak. They were clearly in, and Mac Jones is slow to get up. Now he gets up. But they were clearly in 4-down territory. Not surprising, but that is crazy, man. Yeah, believe me, if you saw my reaction, devastated, pissed off, disappointed, everything. 1st and 10, San Francisco at the Tampa Bay 42 now. Mac behind center. Snap. Fakes the handoff to McCaffrey. Rolls to his left. Now sets up in the pocket. Looking. McCaffrey's got to get open for him. Mac is just going to run for it himself and gets out of bounds. Comes up hobbling a little. Looks like he awkwardly went out of bounds there. Gets about 4 yards, 5 yards on the play. So that was actually good protection there. It's messed up. I do love to see a QB as a 10. Wasn't enough that our entire... Yeah, you're right, Christian. This season has just been wild. Mac, yeah, kind of went to the sideline a little bit awkwardly. He's still out there, but 2nd and 5 right now for the Niners. Luke Farrell in motion. They pitch it right side to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey gets the first down. Let's go. Nice game, San Francisco. Mac Jones caught the snap, pitched it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey had to reach out to grab it, but still makes it happen. 1st down, San Francisco. Warner has a dislocated ankle. It's official. Yeah, I mean, I assume a dislocated ankle probably takes months to recover from, is my guess. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 26. Use check in motion. Snap is away. Looking to throw. Over the middle. Going to be caught. And that is Jake Tonjes. Gets about 9.5. It's going to be 2nd and short. In the red zone now are San Francisco. Nice play. Tonjes reaching out to try and get the first down. Coverage Antoine Winfield Jr. I think it's going to be 2nd and short. It is 2nd and 1. Jones behind center. McCaffrey the lone back. Snap it. Give it to McCaffrey, who is close but doesn't get the first down. Close but doesn't get it. To be honest, with all these injuries, we have no business being in this game. I mean, we really don't. Maybe not out for the season. That's good. Thought it was broken. Dislocated is still pretty gnarly, I would imagine. I would think that... I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. We changed the play into the gun now. Jones in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. Give it to McCaffrey up the middle. Gets the first down. Oof, I did not like that change in the play call. You know, if you're going to run it up the middle and you go from just behind center where then McCaffrey can get a running start to just handing it off in shotgun where, you know, but Vita Vea is on the sideline, so maybe that was why they decided, like, we're going to run it up the middle. And Vita Vea is still on the sideline. That guy's an absolute monster. 1st and 10, San Francisco now at the Tampa Bay 15. Jones in the pistol. McCaffrey is behind him. Tonjes in motion. Snap. Dumps it off here to McCaffrey. He's got blocked. There's a flag. It's going to be on Jawan Jennings. Jawan Jennings is going to be blocking early, and that's going to be offensive pass interference. There's a player down for Tampa Bay now. I think that was what happened. You dislocated your keys. I mean, what is Jawan Jennings' head has not been in this game at all. Like, that's his second flag. Jawan Jennings he has not had his head in the game at all. There's an injury to Tampa Bay, and not only that, he injures the player. Like, I don't think he was trying to injure the player, but I don't know what Jennings is doing. Like, earlier on, they showed a thing on the sideline that Shanahan was clearly yelling at Jawan Jennings, and he's just not been in the game at all. He's, come on, dude. He's been on this team for 5 years. He's got to know better. Eric Dane, how are we doing, buddy? How are we doing, my man? Devastator, yeah. Flag is on us, yeah. Flag is that 15-yard? Well, if it's a personal foul, if it's an offensive pass interference, I think it's 10. Maybe it is. Just, what is he doing? Like, we get to the red zone, and then he just does something stupid like that. And he knew straight away. Get Jennings out of the game now. Like, he needs to not be out there. Unless, Jennings, he can happily go and prove me wrong, but I think for right now, be like, just, dude, get out. The complete lack of discipline. That's his second penalty on this drive. Just insane. You can't be doing that. Like, if it's a rookie receiver, okay, but he knows better. Third and no Jawan. I hope that Tampa Bay guy's okay. I mean, on such an inconsequential... I mean, it was actually a pretty decent play call, too, and I think right now Jennings should just be on the sideline. I mean, unless Kyle feels like Jennings could really, have a big makeup play. But, yeah. We're pretty far down the roster. Yeah, I mean, KB's been playing well. Demarcus Robinson's made plays. Tonjes, McCaffrey, Juszczyk. I mean, even Valdez-Scantling has had a nice catch or two. But if Jennings is going to be doing stupid stuff like this, then just forget about it. Get him out of there. It's 1st and 20, so it's a 10-yard penalty. Looks like the Buccaneer player is okay. So 1st and 20 from the Tampa Bay 25. That could completely fuck up this drive. Jones in the gun. Throwing it downfield for Tonjes. Incomplete. Tonjes trying to bring it in. I mean, that's just too difficult. Like, can't fault Tonjes for that one. Good coverage there. Just nobody else open. Gives this guy a shot. Frickin' Jawan Jennings, dude. What is he doing? 2nd and 20 now. Jones looking to throw. Throws it. He dropped it, I think. I think KB dropped it. They're saying he caught it. I think he dropped it. I mean, I want him to catch it, but geez. Maybe he did catch that. 3rd and 7. Live by the Jawan, die by the Jawan. Mack in the gun, empty backfield. Pressure, protection. Mack throws it, caught! No, incomplete, damn it! I thought it was caught, 4th and 7. And we have that long frickin' drive. That's a really good play from 25. Almost had it to KB. So it's incomplete, 4th and 7. They're sending out the field goal unit, which I think you have to do. I mean, if it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, you go for it, but Pinheiro is good. Damn, Jawan Jennings, dude. So it's 20-19. Would you believe it? The Niners are in a close game. Not like that's been the case all season long. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Field goal's good, but... And that took up about 7 minutes of clock. But yeah, Mike, you're totally right. I mean... Yeah, Christian. The one you thought was incomplete was caught, and the one you thought was caught was incomplete. Shows what I know. Kind of hard to tell a little bit from, the reaction from KB when he caught that pass. Because normally KB is so animated. When he caught that pass, he was kind of like looking around being like, oh, I don't know if I actually... But, yeah, just... So the defense has got to do something. But, yeah, Mike, it's can't be doing mistakes like that in the red zone. And Jennings knows that. Like, I don't know what's... I think maybe Jennings is just really frustrated this year. Like, he held out trying to get a bigger contract. And then that's clearly not working out for him. He's missing games. So he's not going to get probably as big a contract as he thought he would. But saw all the way from New York. Reminds me of watching football in the 90s. Yeah. But yeah, just, Jennings has got to be better. And I think he's probably frustrated with how the season's going, to be honest with you. I mean, just with how his season's going, I should say. I think he was probably coming in thinking that he could put up 1,000 yards, and it's just not going that way any way, shape, or form. I'm not going to say Jennings needs to go. I just think there's going to need to be some conversations that'll have to happen. So it's 20-19. We are down by 1. Niners going to kick the ball away to Tampa Bay. And the question here is, can the 49ers make a big play on defense? Oh, absolutely. Tennille, how are you? Michael Gillum, Jennings mad. Yeah, you're right. Good to see you, Tennille. Piñeiro's going to kick the ball away. But it's taken at the 2-yard line. And the returner gets up to the 34. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at the 34. When was the last time we punted? We did punt in this game. Oh, that's good, Tennille. I'm glad you're doing well. Can the defense make a big play? Can we get a sack and fumble? Can we get a interception, which has been eluding us all year long? 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at their own 34. Baker is behind center. Snap, they hand it off up the middle, and Rachaad White gets about 5, maybe 6 yards. Tatum Bethune with the stop, but just LOL tensile. So, Emeka Egbuka, hamstring injury. He's doubtful to return. So now the Buccaneers are down there starting 3 wide receivers. No Evans, no Godwin, no Egbuka now. So Baker kind of stumbles as he handed the ball off. Rachaad White just falling forward and gets the first down. I mean, this defensive line, guys, is just getting run over. Egbuka, yeah, he is doubtful to return with the hamstring. I think depending on how some of these drives go, they might just let him sit out the rest of the game. So 1st down, Tampa Bay at their own 45. Come on, defense. Gotta make a big play. Gotta get a stop. There's a timeout on the field? Question mark? Yeah, just tensile productive specs. Yeah. Oh, it's actually 3rd and 1. They marked him short. They hand it off. Get him down. You had him down! D. Winters. You had him down. That was a massive overreaction by me. But you had him down in the backfield, dude. Come on, D. Ugh. If that's Fred takes him down. I guess, okay, it wasn't as clean as I thought it was. I thought D. Winters had a clean shot at him, but he really didn't. 1st and 10, Tampa Bay now at their 45, and they fake the handoff. Baker throws it downfield, incomplete. Looking for number 15. I'm not going to know a lot of these Tampa Bay receivers because they are deep into their own depth chart too. Green Bay 17-7 over Cincinnati. 2nd and 10 now for Tampa Bay at their own 45. Baker's in the gun. Snap. They hand it off to White. Oh, come on, guys. Get him down. Don't let him flag on the play. Hopefully this is in the area of holding, and I think it might be. Holding on the offense. Take it back. Back 10 yards. Let's go on Tristan Wirfs, of all people. Yeah, I don't even know if that was a holding, actually. I mean, I'll take it, but... So it's 2nd and 20 now for the Buccaneers back at their own 35. Come on, defense. Baker's in the gun. He's got a back to his left. 3 receivers down low, 1 up top. Snap. He's got time, dumps it off over the middle, and that's a good tackle. Good job, and that's Marquise Siegel, and then Tatum Bethune helps clean it up. That's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and 14 now for the Buccaneers. We have to get off the mother-loving field right now. Get our offense back onto the field. Come on, defense. Time to make a big play. Come on. Baker in the gun. He's got Rachaad White to his right. Snap. Niners rush 4. Baker gets... No, he gets out of the sack. I hate Baker. Get him down. Mother. And he gets the first frickin' down. He gets the first frickin' down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Travis Gibson, Bryce Huff can't bring him down. Who is this? That's a first down. Just gets enough for the... Unbelievable. This defense, man. Let him go. No gain on first down. How did... I just knew that they were going to get the first down. I just freaking knew that they were going to get the first down there. Ugh. You had chance after chance to get him down. Like, come the F on. Unbelievable. Freaking joke. 2nd and 11 for Tampa Bay at the Niners 46. Snap. Baker throws it way downfield. He's got a man wide open, and he caught it, and it's a touchdown. Tez Johnson, the rookie out of Oregon. That's a touchdown. 3rd and 14. We can't get off the... Siegel lost out there in coverage. Wow. Siegel lost out there in coverage. Unfreaking believable. I mean, what a great catch. I mean, you have to give credit where it's due. But, I mean, that 3rd and 14, 2 guys have a chance to bring down Fred Warner. Baker Mayfield. I'm seeing Fred Warner in the... It's not the same without Fred. 2 guys have a chance to bring down Baker Mayfield. And then another DB, Upton Stout. Unreal. And then you give up that huge pass play. Just... God. That stinks. That just really frickin' stinks. Yeah, it's the defense is just struggling big time. And I mean, to be honest, who are the good players out there? Like, who are the players who were... Diamador Lenore, good player. Good to very good player. Is anyone else on this defense really that good, though? I mean, maybe we can muster up another field goal. That's good. You're still 1-score game, yeah. Somehow, some way. Yeah. I just... we trade the Niners to the Arena League. Oh, God. We used to blame special teams, but this defense is miserable. Yeah, the defense is not playing well at all. Just... I mean, I just knew on 3rd and 14. I knew that something was going to happen. But, man, credit to Baker Mayfield, dude. He's playing well. He is playing well. That was a really good run, and that throw. Here's the really sad thing is that the Buccaneers are missing Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and now they're missing Igbuka, who's up to this point has probably been the offensive rookie of the year. So it's not like we're playing against an all-star collection of receivers here. Yeah. There's just no leadership on the defense now. I mean, your 2 guys were, Fred was obviously the loud vocal leader, and then Bosa was the silent leader, was the guy who kind of, obviously Bosa's not like a rah-rah type guy, but he's the guy who doesn't talk much, but when he does talk, you listen. Kickoff is away, taken at the 1-yard line. Up to the 32. And that's Brian Robinson Jr. on the return. So it is a 1-possession game, rightly pointed out by Mike. The defense is gutted, yeah. I mean, look, the Buccaneers, look what they did to Seattle's defense. And we're down our best 2 players. So... Oh, wow, that was just... What a great catch by him. Great catch. 1st and 10, San Francisco at our own 32. Jones in the gun. Snap. Over the middle to Tonjes. Gets 3 yards on the play. See, this is what, like, the passing game here, this short passing, it's basically an extension of the run game. You kind of almost have to look at that play as like a 3-yard run on 1st down. So Mac Jones behind center, I formation, 2 receivers down low. Now Kendrick Bourne motions up top. Snap. They pitch right side to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets about 4 on the play. The running game just hasn't been consistent at all season long. 3rd and 3. Now, this is a huge play here. This is a big play because after giving up that back-breaking drive right there, you just can't go 3 and out. 3rd and 3. I think you're probably looking at either McCaffrey or Bourne here. Mack in the gun. McCaffrey is to his right. Snap is away. Throws it quick. Johan Jennings, 3rd and Johan. Thank you, Johan, making a big play. Mike says, we lost Bosa and Warner. Lynch has got to go to work. Yeah, I just don't know if 3rd and Johan. Good to see Johan make a play. I just don't know if I don't think that we're honestly I don't think that we're going to give up anything major. I just don't know if, with Fred and Bosa, assuming Fred is out for the year, I just don't know if they're going to think that we're still Super Bowl contenders. 1st and 10 at our own 45. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Jones throws it. Caught Jake Tonjes into Tampa Bay territory to the Tampa Bay 38. Come on, let's go. We will not go quietly into the night. What a weapon Tonjes has kind of developed into, huh? Getting Kittle back hopefully next week. Niners kind of going hurry up here. End of the 3rd quarter. They do snap it. And McCaffrey's going to break tackles and actually gets about... There's a flag on the play, though. This might be against San Francisco. Probably is. Come to the conclusion, Shifty. It's all my fault. No, that's not true. Andy? Holding on the offense. Jake Brendel, everybody. I, unfortunately, also smell a field goal. So we're heading to the 4th quarter, folks. It's going to be 1st and 20 for San Francisco. Jake Brendel called for the holding. I don't think so, Andy. Look, there's definitely times where I can be superstitious, but at the end of the day, it's none of the things that we do actually have an impact on the game. Look, at least it's 1st and 20. 3+ shots to get 20 yards. And I think the Niners might be... Well, it depends. Again, CMC takes a beating, gets good yardage, penalty. Yeah. Like, this team is really... Like, the discipline on this team is just so lacking. Come on, guys. We have to believe in our team to make this upcoming field goal. Let's go, Jason. Let's go for 3. Look, it's 1st and 20. I think that what they're going to probably look for here, I think maybe they give McCaffrey this play off. I think they look for Brian Robinson, kind of have him come out from the backfield, over the middle, get like 8 yards or something. That's probably what they're aiming for. Make it 2nd and kind of manageable, would be my guess. Or maybe it's to like use check or to Tonjes or someone, but like someone underneath, try and get even like 6-7 yards and make it, 2nd and not great, but come on. Start of the 4th quarter. It's a 1-score game. 1-score game. Back in action here at Raymond James Stadium. could be worse. We could still have Moody as a kicker, like Luke. Being superstitious is bad luck. I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious. Our 1st and 16, so it's actually not even as bad as 1st and 20. At the Tampa Bay 44, snap is away. And they check it down here to Brian Robinson. Make a guy miss, Brian. And he was taken down. Gets about 3 or 4. So it's basically kind of what I was thinking second and 14. At the Tampa Bay 42. In the 4th quarter now. Offense, come on, let's go. Tonjes in motion. McCaffrey's back in the game. You got Robinson. They hand it to McCaffrey, who gets about 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Maybe they're playing for 3 here. So you were telling me they have been wearing the same for nothing? 3rd and 11 for San Francisco. At the Tampa Bay 39, Jones in the gun. McCaffrey to his left. Bourne by himself down low. 3 receivers up top. Oh, and Jones gets sacked and fumble, loses the ball. And that's going to be the game, folks. Sack, fumble, loses the ball. Dominic Pooney just looking. God damn it. Was he down, maybe? This has been a tough game, guys. It's been a real tough game. Yeah. It looked like Pooney didn't even, he was just looking backwards, and I don't think he was blocking anyone. It was a free rusher. The only saving grace could be is if his knee was down, but I don't know if it was. It was hard to tell. They just showed the replay that they showed. Couldn't really see. Yeah. I don't know, Melissa. I mean, I hear you. And you are being, positive and glass half full, but yeah, I just don't know. If Jones happened to be down, then look, obviously you punt the ball away and you can hopefully kind of pin them back a little bit. And then if the defense can get a stop, still a 1-score game. But if it is a fumble, then they have great field position. And our defense has, at that point, I just wouldn't have the most faith in the defense to get us. Even if we hold them to 3, it's still now a 2-possession game. Ugh. We just can't force turnovers. We just can't force. I mean, forcing some fumbles this year, but just not. I mean, you can't. Multiple turnovers, just brutal. Glass half full, roster half empty. Truer words haven't been spoken, my friend Christian. Christian has been here through thick and thin. So he was down. and then the ball comes out. All right. Oh, it's under review. His knee was down. Yeah. So it is going to be, it's obviously still a sack and it's 4th down. We'll just have to punt the ball away. Yeah, it's the call was overturned. 4th and 21. You know, like, couldn't we get like a play? Maybe they muff the punt and we get the ball or something. Like, we just haven't been able to force turnovers. It's crazy. Green Bay is dominating Cincinnati now, and that game is 7 minutes left. Punt is away from Morstead. Taken at the 7. Good job there by the special team. So the Buccaneers will get the ball at their own 12-yard line. Remember when we could dial up a sack? Yeah. How many sacks have we given up? At least, 3 or 4? Turnovers, no defense. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, so the call was overturned. And so 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at their 12-yard line after the punt. I've been saying it for 2 hours now. Defense has got to make a play. Turnover or something. Baker behind center. Snap. Hand it off up the middle. Gets tackled. Maybe gets a yard. So good stop on 1st down. That's Alfred Collins and CJ West. Good to see CJ West out there. Rookie out of Indiana, 4th round pick. Playing with he's got a rap. He broke his thumb. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. Come on, defense. Make a freaking play. Baker is in the gun by himself. There's trips receivers up top. 2 down low. Snap is away. Throws it downfield, wide open. He's breaking tackles. He's up to the 4. Oh my God. He's up to midfield. Huge gain. Just no pressure at all. Just the coverage. Everyone is lost. Everyone is freaking Sterling Shepard, I think. At the Niners 49. Pickup of 6 on 1st down. To the Niners 43. It's 2nd and 4. There's a player down for the Buccaneers. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah. About to get ugly this game. Yeah, we have to accept it. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, look, you lose your 2 leaders, 2 all-pros on defense. The defense wasn't amazing anyway. Stu Naylor, how we doing, buddy? Buccaneers offensive lineman, maybe something to do with his left hand. He seems really pissed off. Game's over, maybe next year. I don't even see where an interception could even come from. Only if it's like a pure blunder by the offense where a receiver goes to catch it and doesn't bobbles, it flips up in the air. And they hand it off on 2nd and 4, and they're going to get the 1st down. And that's going to be 1st down, Tampa Bay, inside the Niners 40. And I really just don't see where, I don't even see where we're going to be able to stop them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just don't even know where a turnover is going to come from. 1st and 10 at the Niners 37. Snap. They hand it off. They get about 4 on the play. I'm great. Beautiful day in Sydney. I'm jealous, man. That's awesome, though. I'm happy for you. It's crazy how every year we have tons of injuries. I wasn't feeling great about the defense coming into this game already, and then you lose Fred Warner. Like, you lose the best linebacker in football. Like, 2nd and 6 at the Niners 33. Baker behind center. They're going to run the ball here again. They just know we can't stop it. Rashad White actually loses a bunch of yards. Good job by Bryce Huff, D. Winters. Watch some humpback whales breaching near Maruba Beach. That sounds awesome. Since the D-line can't, maybe we can get it to, yeah. That was actually a really good play there. It's 3rd and 11 now. Can the defense get a stop? Come on, 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Let's go. Come on, defense. Do something. Snap is away. Baker throws it, caught. It's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Stopped at about the 31. I think Tampa Bay, I think you just take the field goal here and make it a 2-score game. If we lose, you all do realize we'll be 4-2, right? Yeah, I mean, look, I do, that is true, of course, Melissa, but I just don't know if we can, overcome these injuries anymore. Chase McLaughlin, the former 49er, actually. 4th and 4. It's a 49-yard attempt. Hopefully he misses this. Looks no good. No good. Come on. So you're telling me there's a chance. Wide right, Chase McLaughlin. We need another big right hook from Alfred Collins. Come on, there we go. And we should get decent field position too. So it was a 49-yard field goal. So we'll probably have the ball at the 39 now. Those fools missed a field goal. We would never. Guys, let's not panic just yet, says Jason. I still believe in our offense. To get us in field goal range, then we could lose a 1-score game. Let's go. Isn't Nessie in Scotland? Nessie, yeah, the Loch Ness Monster. All right, so it's still a 1-score game. We should have the ball at around the 39-yard line, and there's over 8 minutes to go. So somehow, some way, it's still kind of all to play for. To be honest, before the year started, I had the Niners a 4-2 at this point. I think I did as well, Christian. The only difference, though, is that I didn't have us losing Bosa and Warner for the year. That's just brutal. Tennille says, y'all, if we lose, we will still be number 1 in the West. Yes, we will still be number 1 in the NFC West if we lose this game. Because we're 3-0 in the division, so we carry all the tiebreakers. The big thing, though, is, and the question that, based on what happened with Fred, I mean, if we're trying to be absolutely, silver lining, is there any way that Fred could come back in 3 months? Maybe then you make a couple of trades to bring in players, like bring in a pass rusher and bring in a linebacker. But if it's, I don't even know if they would do that. Right. So, 1st and 10, San Francisco at our own 39-yard line. 8-point game, 8 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Let's go, offense. 8:41 to go in the game. Jones behind center, McCaffrey the lone back. Bourne goes in motion. And he gets sacked. Does Mac Jones. Second and 17. That offensive line just getting crushed. Five sacks by Tampa Bay. Gets it to Tonjes, who gets good yards, actually. Tonjes gets about maybe 12 there, I would say. So it's going to be 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 4. So Tonjes actually gets 13 yards right there. So this is 3rd and manageable. Let's go. Come on, offense. 3rd and 4. Jones in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. And they call a timeout. That's brutal. You can't afford to be using timeouts. I hear Devondre Campbell is available. I know, Ben. I know. I was tempted to say that earlier, but I was like, nah. Is the O-line even... yeah. So Niners forced to use a timeout there. Yeah, when you getting to the line of scrimmage, you could see that I think it was Tonjes or Farrell. He didn't really know what he was doing. He was kind of looking like, what's the call here? But look, it's 3rd and 4. It is manageable. No, quick back from timeout. Mac Jones in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Tonjes in motion. Tampa Bay bringing a blitz. Mac throws it. Incomplete. Downfield, looking for Jawan Jennings. No flags. Not on the same page. Niners going to punt the ball. Yeah, Jones just had too much. I don't know if I don't know if I like that play call. I would have liked Jennings maybe on some kind of like a double move, because that's a rookie cornerback he's up against, and Jennings is, yeah. Oh, Morstead got hit. That's a flag. That's going to be roughing the punter. Jason, love you, buddy, but don't spoil it for the others. Morstead got hit from the punt. Vita Vey hit him, I think. That's roughing the kicker. It's roughing too, so that's 15 yards. 1st down, San Francisco. Morstead got hit. Yeah. That's a flag. 1st down, San Francisco. 7 minutes to go in the game at midfield. Caught Kendrick Bourne. 1st down, Kendrick Bourne to the Tampa Bay 38. Let's go. Let Shifty call the game, yeah. 1st and 10, pickup of 12. So it's 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 38-yard line. Just a nice, quick out route to Kendrick Bourne. Love to see it. Kendrick Bourne, 143 receiving yards. Jones behind center. Snap is away. He's looking to throw. Throws it quickly. Incomplete. Looking for Kendrick Bourne again. Good play by the defender right there. That's, Vildor. Ah, that is a good play by the defender. Ah, he's got long arms. Second and 10 from the Tampa Bay 38. There's 6:32 to go in the game. Just so y'all know, the Niners have 2 timeouts remaining. Jones in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Valdez-Scantling goes in motion. Looking to throw under pressure. Dumps it off here to Tonjes. Tonjes is going to get 9 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Come on, offense. Let's go. Nice play call. Todd Bowles brings the blitz, brings a lot of guys. Mac Jones, not even going to be close to the first. Nah, he's short. So it's 4th and 1. Question here is, do you kick the field goal or do you go for it? And is there a... Nah, he's okay. I think that... Wow, that Vita Vea is something, isn't he? House of Prime Rib Guy is back. Daniel, let's go. Thank you very much, Daniel. Bourne and Tonjes are only weapons, yeah. And McCaffrey's doing his thing too. But 4th and 1 coming up. Was that Vita Vea? Or who was that in the middle? He just blew that play up. Was there a guy offside, maybe? Jennings is just still standing the entire time. Oh, a virtual measurement. So it is 4th and 1. Niners offense is out there. 5:56 to go in the game. I assume the clock will start moving when it gets set. Come on. Jones in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Tampa Bay has like everyone at the line of scrimmage. And there's a mother freaking false start. Who was that on? Dominic Pooney, who's having a disaster game. Ah, God. Terrible. 4th and 6, and are they sending out the kicking unit? No, the offense is still out there. Jones in the gun, McCaffrey to his right. Oh boy. Snap is away. Jones throws it, intercepted. And intercepted. There is a flag on the play, but it's probably the Buccaneers are still celebrating, so. And it's a personal foul against San Francisco. Just no discipline. Oh, God, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about that. God damn. Am I the only one who noticed that Pooney is getting worse every week? He has not been good this year. Yeah. Oof. I mean, you have the 4th and 1. You could probably, run it, quarterback, sneak it, whatever. But then you go to 4th and 6. I understand. Look, if you're Mac Jones, he was under pressure, you have to throw it because an interception there is better than exactly. Says Ben. I mean, an interception is better than taking a sack. Happy birthday to Neil, by the way, on your birthday week. But an interception there is not. It's better than just throwing it. Even if it's incomplete, it's actually interception is actually even better than an incomplete pass there. But Trent Williams lays a hit on Vita Vea. I think that there's a lot of frustration with the San Francisco 49ers, just with all these injuries, Of course, Tennille, yeah. Hopefully you have a great birthday. Don't let this game or don't let football. I've been guilty of that in the past where I've let football dictate my mood to a large degree. Good night, everyone. Being sick and watching this message is too much. It's tough, Melissa. Yeah, not great. I think the Niners. I think the players. Look, sometimes that I can be guilty of this too. We kind of think that players are almost like robots. Like these are guys who have close friendships with each other. They see a guy like Fred Warner go down. Like they know, and of course, all the guys are going to come out and say, "Next man up," blah blah blah. And I get it, and that's true. But also, they're good. I think every player knows it's like, damn it, we are like without Fred, without Nick. Those are the two leaders on defense. It's going to be tough. Shifty, we wouldn't fault you if you called him. I'm going to see how this drive goes. So Baker, it's 1st and 10 at the 35. Come on, guys, get him down. Pickup of 1. It's definitely getting a little. And here's the thing: like, of course, losing Fred is horrific, but what is Trent? Trent's not even picking on Vita Vea. Like, what is Trent doing? He's picking on a cornerback. But they're without their top 3 receivers and their starting running back. So you do have to give credit to a degree to Tampa Bay, but yeah, just really disappointed. I think you're next man up on the depth chart. I think all of us, anyone here could probably sign with the Niners and probably get some snaps. Baker in the gun, empty backfield, throws it, caught, first down, up to midfield. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Obviously, clock is moving. Niners defense cannot give up another score. But, I mean, I like the players we have on the team, but holy moly. Look at the players that we have out there. CJ West, D. Winters, Marquise Siegel. Like, none of these are household names. 1st and 10 at midfield. And snap is away from Baker. Hands off, and it's fumble, but he recovers it. The handoff, the exchange wasn't great. And it's going to be recovered by Tampa Bay. Rashad White, but it was almost... Oof. Man. 2nd and 10, less than 4 minutes to go. Really can't be giving up. Longest drought in NFL history. 12 straight games without intercepting a pass. Dating back to last season. And that's a first down, Tampa Bay. Just wide open. There's no pressure. There's no nothing. I think this game, they're in field goal range too, so it's going to be a 2-possession game. Yeah. See if the defense can do something. Handoff. Pickup of 2. Niners use their first timeout. Second timeout. Because we did have to burn one earlier. Watching this game is much like a 3-hour dentist visit without the Novocaine. Peter, you're not lying. I like the players we have in the hospital. Yeah, we have a lot of guys in casts and, But, I mean, if we have Fred out there, Fred changes everything for the defense. But not only that, we're rushing with guys like Sam Okuanu and Travis Gibson. Baker behind center. Lone back is Rashad White. They hand it off to White. Gets about 3-4 yards. Getting really testy down there. So the only hope here is obviously that we stop Tampa Bay on third down. They miss another field goal. Then we have to go down, score, touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then overtime. So there is a way. There is a way, but it's going to require a lot of things to go our way. Don't think I'll wear this jersey again streaming. After I just said, 20 minutes ago, I don't believe in superstitions. So this next play will take us down to the 2-minute warning. Baker's in the gun. They're seeing that it is man coverage. Snap is away. They dump it off here. That's a good play by Siegel. So it's going to be the 2-minute warning. The Buccaneers will have a chance at a field goal. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be the 2-minute warning. It's going to be maybe like a 45-yard field goal, about something like that. 4th and 3. So here's what I think happens. I think the Buccaneers come out with the offense on the field. They try and draw the Niners offside, and then they'll just take a timeout with 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock. Then they'll kick the field goal. So you're telling me there's a chance. Look, we've seen blocked field goals this season. Maybe there's a blocked field goal returned for a touchdown. Or they miss another field goal. God, I can't believe Fred Warner is... Ugh. It just sucks, man. It just really fucking sucks when... And I know that a lot of teams have injuries. We are by far the most hurt team. But when you kind of gear up all off season, you're like, okay, Salah's back, Bosa, Warner, Kittle, blah blah. You're just, I am assuming the Niners don't jump offside, and there's a lot of young players there, so could happen. But it's just a bummer when you gear up all off season and then just within a matter of weeks, it's look, better than being, I don't know if you're still watching, Joe, but if you are, sorry, but it's better than being a Jets fan where it's 0-6 and you had 10 passing yards all game long. But I think it's more when there's expectations. Now, look, my expectations were somewhat tempered this year compared to recent years. I knew the defense was going to be a bit of a work in progress, but that was assuming that we'd have 2 All-Pros on our starting defense, which is now not going to be the case. Their no-name receivers have done great. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, they have, and that was a great touchdown reception by Tez Johnson, but Baker's just sitting back there, like, and he's there. We have a bunch of no-name people in our defense. Like, anyone who's heard of, outside of like fairly diehard Niner fans, who's heard of Tatum Bethune, who's heard of Marquise Siegel, who's heard of these guys? Yeah, Baker is out there in shotgun. They're going to mix up the play call a little bit here, change it up. I don't think they snap it. Man goes in motion. Changing the play call. And it's going to be timeout. Exactly. I mean, it doesn't take like a Nostradamus to figure out what they were going to do. But our rookies have been good too. The rookies have been okay, I think. I think they've been okay. I think that what the defense just needs to be. Like, we did invest a lot in the defense in the draft. We just need to do that again. So, okay, here comes the field goal attempt. If Tampa Bay scores, it's game over. But if they miss, it's a 45-yarder, and he missed from 49 earlier. 4th and 3. Right hash. Snap is away, and it's good. He drills it. (30-19). Alrighty, folks, this game is over. Alrighty, everybody, I'm going to call it there. I want to thank everybody for hanging out on today's stream. Yeah, I mean, look, it sucks to lose a game anytime you do lose a game, but I think offensively, I mean, Mac Jones, far from his, I mean, I don't think he was terrible. The offensive line stunk it up, and he's probably going to get some more garbage time stats. Well, he'll probably start getting some garbage time stats. His stats up to this point weren't garbage time. He'll start getting some garbage time stats now. But yeah, look, appreciate y'all. I'll be here doing the Falcons game next week. Sunday Night Football. Hopefully Kittle and Pearsall and maybe Purdy are back. I'm not saying the season is over, because we'll be 4-2 and we will still be top of the NFC West. But if we get Purdy back, if we get Kittle, Pearsall, Jennings maybe gets a little bit healthier, then yeah, the offense is going to have to carry the weight. But I appreciate everyone, guys. Thank you for being here. Andy, thanks for hanging out. Christian, Stu, Brooks, Susan, Tennille, Jason, Susan, Ben, Peter, everyone, 110 volts. I said Jason, I think. Melissa, I know you're gone, but have a good night, Melissa. Daniel, House of Prime Rib Guy. But yeah, appreciate you guys for being here. I'll be here next Sunday. Mac Jones gets sacked, so we're not missing much. This maybe was our toughest game of the season, so. But thank you, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys. I will see you next week. Try and put out a couple of videos. We'll see. But I'll be here next week for sure doing the 49ers Falcons game at home. And hopefully we get guys back. Hopefully we can get back in the win column and stay on top of the NFC West. Mac Jones is, yeah, okay. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you next week. Stay blessed, says Pedro. You too, buddy. And Mike, have a good one.